And it's live. Hey guys, Gogsy here, and welcome back to Matchday Live with Pass the Mic. Today we've been joined by, of course, Aaron.
Right.
With some sort of haircut.
Aye.
Is this just to compensate for the 3 weeks you'll have potentially of long locks?
The long locks have gone for now, as is the blonde. So for now, it's the short back and Craig Whiting.
Oh dear, let's not get used to that phrase. Jamie, how's it going, mate?
All right, lads. Aye, no bad.
Good stuff. And so tonight, of course, we will be covering Dundonald Bluebell versus Queen's Park in the Scottish Cup first round. But first, before that, we've got at 7:15 the second round of the Scottish Cup draw, which will be taking place on BBC Scotland, and we're just going to react to it. So we've got a couple of lads here that are going to be represented in the draw. So, Aaron, who would you fancy?
Well, for my big team, shall we say, for Hearts, I just want an easy team at home. Obviously, we can't get to the game, so I'm not wanting any mad mental away days. And to be honest, my fear would be if we got something like, I don't know, like Kelty Hearts away in a midweek, like something like that. My fear would be that we could possibly slip up and lose. And obviously, to make up for the cup final we've just lost, we want to get far in the Scottish Cup this season to get back to make it to the third Scottish Cup final in a row, which I don't think we've ever done. So that would be quite the feat. So I'd want an easy team at home this one, just to play at Tynecastle, hopefully be comfortable and get 3 points. And as for my wee team, Edinburgh City, anybody at home, because I'm thankfully in a position where I can scramble off the roof and watch them in person this season. So hopefully, there's no Prem teams in this one. The big hitters, shall we say, your Celtic, your Rangers, or your Aberdeen. Well, maybe not a big team like Aberdeen. They're not big as a wee team. But I'm rambling here. I just want same for Edinburgh City this round, an easy team at home, so I can go watch so they can get through to the next round. And after that, bring on the big guns, bring on your old firm. I don't care. Just give us a big team at home, a virtual money spinner, shall we say, something like that.
Thank you. And Ramage, what are you saying? Who do you want?
Well, in terms of the draw, I'm hoping for somebody like Tranent Juniors or Kelty Hearts, so just because it would just be quite funny if we got them away. But like Aaron, I'm not too bothered who we get, but as long as it's not a championship team, I'm pretty happy with who we'll get. So, but yeah, I'll be disappointed if it's championship opposition because that's not really exciting. So,
fair game. But and as for myself, I just want to see a lot of non-league teams get drawn together, so there's more chance of getting one of them away or at home in the next round. Because of course the Scottish Premiership clubs come in a round earlier this season due to everything being squashed together because of COVID. So hoping there's going to be some interesting ties. Let's get the bigger teams like Dundee and Dunfermline drawn together. That's what I want to see. Games that could potentially.
No, not Dundee and Dunfermline. That's.
When we talk about big teams, we don't mention those two. What the hell?
No, I'm talking about the higher ranked teams. Mm-hmm. I'm sort of wanting the championship teams to be drawn together, so there's less chance of us getting them.
Yeah.
But of course, we'll look at everyone in the chat. Say hello to everyone. How's it going, Troops? Will Angus up the Bluebell says Luke C 1872.
Mr. Conway. Good evening, sire.
Ewan Star says, hoping for a good draw for Fraser. Hello, Adam. How's it going, mate? And I've actually got the draw numbers. They're over three overlays, so we'll go through it quickly. So number 1's Airdrie, 2 Alloa, 3 Annan, 4 Arbroath, 5 Ayr United, 6 Banks O'D, 7 Holyrood Rose Athletic or Bo'ness United, 8 Bucky Thistle, 9 Camelin Juniors or Brora, 10 Clyde, 11 Cove Rangers, 12 Cowdenbeath, 13 Dumbarton, 14. There's your number, Dundee, Jamie. 15 tonight's game is Dundonald Bluebell against Queen's Park. 16 Dunfermline Athletic, 17 East Fife, 18 Edinburgh City, 19 London City, 20 Falkirk, 21 Forfar Athletic, 22 Formerton United, 23 Fraser, 24 Greenock Morton, 25 Hearts.
You're the boys again.
26 Huntly or Cumbernauld Colts, 27 Inverness Caledonian Thistle, 28 Keith, 29 Kelty, 30 Linlithgow Rose, 31 Montrose, 32 Nairn County, 33 Partick Thistle, 34 Peterhead, 35 Queen of the South, 36 Wraith Rovers, 37 Stenchmuir, 38 Stirling Albion, 39 Stranraer, and 40 Tranent Juniors. So there's your numbers, Trips. If you want me to go through it one more time, I will do so in 10 minutes. Hello, Vicky. How's it going? Things are very good.
Ooh, my lovely.
Things
the
are very good.
Are we?
The game is live on telly. That's why we are broadcasting it. You behave yourself, young man. Chris Barrett says, all right, lads, I'm on the Jambos. Rangers are not in the draw. I've literally just said all 40 teams who are in it. I'll be
in the next round if we get that.
Yeah, Rangers are in the following round. The Premiership clubs come in the third round. So, yeah. Hello, Xander Todd as well. Because, of course, 40 teams in the next round will be halved to 20 teams, followed by the addition of 12 from the Scottish Premiership. Then you'll have a 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. There you go. That's how it does.
It's really weird, right? Because, every year we always look forward to the round 4, mostly round 4 anyway, draw of the Scottish Cup, because that's always it's one of my favourite weekends in the football calendar. So, but it's really weird, the setup this year.
Yeah, Adam's right. It would be typical if Airdrie go through and we draw them in the next round. Of course, Motherwell love a game against Airdrie. We've not played them since the Scottish Cup third round in 2007 when Richie Forden scored the only goal of the game.
I have to look out for Thomas Robert if you played the same Gogsy. He's been on decent form recently. Scored directly for a corner against Clyde the other day.
How many people have scored directly from corners these days? We had one from Keith, one from Bucky Thistle as well.
I think it was some stupid stat like two players that are related in some way both scored directly from corners in the last round of the Scottish.
Yeah, two brothers scored for different teams. It was the Catskill brothers. I actually saw that stat earlier. Wraith Rovers to get Partick Thistle. No one wants to see a draw like that. No Premiership teams are in the draw just yet. That'll be the third round. No, Rangers are not going to get drawn. No Premiership teams are getting drawn today. So sorry.
Leave it to the lower league scumbags like us.
Sorry if I've clickbaited you and I've taken time out of your day. Rangers and Celtic will not be drawn.
But thank you for the views.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I do remember Tom Hateley's goal from a corner back in the day against Inverness. I wasn't there, but I did witness his direct corner goal against Morton when we beat them 6-0.
When was that? That must have been some time
ago.
That
was, I'm trying to remember what season that 2012.
2012.
Because we beat Morton 6-0, beat Queen's Park 4-0. That was Henrik Oyama's debut.
I remember that because in round 4 that season, you got drawn against Queen's Park, and I remember Queen's Park had a replay against Elgin City, which I found quite funny at the time, but unfortunately...
Elgin City used to be your local team.
Well, yeah, it originated from Elgin, so that's why I kind of thought it was funny at the time. There was a possibility they could play Motherwell, so...
We've not actually played Elgin City since, I think it was like the 80s or the 70s. We've never beaten them.
Really?
We drew 1 each at Borough Briggs. I think that was the only time we've ever played them.
Wow.
We've also never played Peterhead either.
I don't want to remember the last time Hearts played Peterhead. They beat us for a 90th minute penalty.
We always get Peterhead in the
Gogs, it was the same day. Remember Edinburgh City v Motherwell in the Betfred Cup a few years back? First time I actually met you in person.
That was the game at Ainsley Park, eh?
Yeah. It was on that very same day Hearts played away to Peterhead, and at half time I seen like 1-0 laughing. I'm like, oh, happy days, we've got this game in the bag. Motherwell then do the late comeback on Edinburgh City. There's me sitting there absolutely fizzing. Check my phone. I'm like, oh, at least Hearts will have won today. 2-1 Peterhead. I'm just standing there on the media gantry wanting to throw myself off it.
Did Hearts go 1-0 up at Balmoor? I thought it went 1-0.
Aye, we did. Lafferty scored.
And
then it all went downhill from there.
A night to forget.
That night was Stephen McManus's last game as a professional footballer.
Do you know mate Jim Spence that night?
I'm aware of Jim Spence, yes. He was actually at that game.
Yeah, he was. That was the first time I met him as well. And he gave me a shout out on the radio.
I remember seeing him at the game. I'm like, I'm sure I know that face from somewhere. Didn't know his name. But my dad's like, oh, did you see Jim Spence? I'm like, so that's who that is.
Adam saying I had a bad experience of Peterhead. No, I've actually not as I've actually seen them in person, because the first time I saw Peterhead, we beat them in the League Cup 4-0 in 2014, and then the second time was the last season when we drew 0-0 at Dens, but beat them on penalties, so it wasn't too bad. So.
As Around the Grounds coming back, Around the Grounds was finished on the Scottish Cup final episode, so I thought that was the best way to leave it. And no, I was no longer going to make me going to football matches just a series. It was just going to be a weekly thing anyway, so I just sort of killed the sort of series.
Name. That's pain. That's a sad thing to hear. I never actually knew that you discontinued that series name.
Yeah, now it's just a match day vlog, right? A regular match day vlog, but now COVID's come and, well,
spoils the fun.
For 2 or 3 years, so
yeah, Adam, we did lose to the Peterhead in the Betfred Cup, but thankfully I wasn't there, so it was a midweek game.
Yes, it was episode 200 as well. Yeah, I was actually going to be perfect on episodes, but then I wasn't allowed in at Ross County, so I had to go to another game to try and fill out the 200 episodes allotment.
Why did you get in at Ross County?
Stewards being arseholes. Let's just call it that. Jamie knows the story. I'll tell you off camera, Aaron. Evening, John. How's it going? Football Pound Ginger's back in the Spiders tonight. The draw is in 3 minutes. That's what it should be. I'm just trying to load it up.
I've got that live on my phone, so.
Mm-hmm. Rory McAllister's now at Cove Rangers.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. It was last year, I think it was. Aye, you could say I was too pissed, but I disagree.
Gogsy is never ever too pissed.
No, you can never be too pissed, especially when Motherwell are playing. It's a lesson you'll learn if you're under 18 right now.
Oh, I am. I'm 18 in March.
Mm.
So.
Where is the draw? It's on BBC Sports Scene. Hartsby Dundee for another 6-2.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Good stuff.
Jamie just hates that scoreline. Adam Oliver is backing me. Yeah, correct. I wasn't even close to pissed. But I was after the day. Trust me.
I can imagine you spent your day in the pub.
No, I spent the day trying to get in. Anyway, that story's for another time.
Oh, that's shocking.
What?
Have you seen the tweet that Kilmarnock put about 50 minutes ago?
No, I did not.
Kilmarnock Football Club utterly condemns a letter which was delivered to the club containing racist abuse directed at Alex Dyer. The matter has now been reported to Police Scotland.
Oh my god.
Fuck's sake, man.
Disgraceful.
Is that because they've lost 8 in 9 games?
Probably.
John Mitchell says last season you had to be pissed to watch Hearts. Yeah.
I watched last season watching Hearts. Every game I was at, bar 2, I was sober.
And this is coming from an under 18-year-old.
What can I say? Hearts hospitality was a great laugh. and we had to salvage a 2-2 draw against Hamilton Accies.
Yeah. Hopefully it wasn't Gordon Sawyer's.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck's sake.
Is it bad that was the first thought that came to my mind?
Yeah, I know.
It has to go!
You're ruining my happiness.
4 against Arctic Thistle, 5 against Dundee United, 4 against Aberdeen. He must go now!
4 against Ross County and 4 against Dundee. That's 22 goals
22 goals.
in 5 games.
He has to go!
I remember that game when Kelly played us at Dens and he got booted out for smoking in the toilet. Like, outside the main stand, just going like, "Manda Kelly!" Like, wow.
To be honest, I've seen more interesting characters outside of stadiums than that. Try and guess my one.
I don't know.
It was a certain Mr. Abdul outside Easter Road twice.
I walked past Abdul Rafiq as well. He took one look at me and said, "What the fuck are you looking at?"
Abdul was it was at a game against Hibs at Easter Road 2 seasons ago. He was standing outside with his customary Union Jack, getting selfies with all the Hearts fans walking past, and then he was at the Aaron Hickey one. Actually, no, it wasn't the Aaron Hickey one. It was the 3 ones before lockdown. It was in the same place, and after the game, videos went on Twitter of him sitting on the top of an Edinburgh bus playing the flute.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, the draw's been made. It's on the Scottish Cup Twitter.
And YouTube and Facebook.
And yeah, so why is it not on BBC Scotland?
I thought it would be.
Because the game's not on BBC Scotland yet, so...
I mean, it is.
Is it?
The game is on BBC Scotland.
Yes, and
Yeah, but I mean, the coverage hasn't started yet, so like the actual sports team doesn't start till 7:30.
That's strange. Right, okay, I'll get it on my phone then. Right.
Scottish Cup YouTube channel. Here we go.
Right,
Live
so I'll
Scottish Cup
quickly run
second.
through the-
Oh, it's Oh, aye. Ex-Hearts man here. Lovely stuff.
So the teams that are the numbers for the teams are running along the bottom of the screen at the moment. 1924. There we go. I'll quickly put the volume on.
I was going to say, get the volume off because I'm hearing the echoing like twice.
Runners up for the second season running there, number 20.
Who's that? Who's that for volume?
Stevie, not Stevie. Ramage.
No, I've got it turned down, so...
I've got it on.
2015. And what about Trinent Juniors? Number 40 was their first season in the competition. They won their first round tie against East Stirlingshire at the weekend.
There you go.
Let's get to it then, Andy.
Whose volume is that? Because it's not mine. I've got it in my head.
Mine.
Oh, it's yours, I see.
Who's starting?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Right. I also go
29.
off the comments in case people spoil the
Kelty
thing.
Hearts have the first home tie.
Oh, go on. Give us Kelty Hearts, that would be good.
You don't want Kelty Hearts.
Don't you dare. Do not dare
Do
draw
not.
Hearts of City. I will cry.
Kelty
So-
Hearts v Stranraer.
Stranraer? In Scotland? Stranraer? Today?
Number 28.
Inverness? No, it's Keith.
No.
It's Keith.
Don't give us Keith. Don't give us Keith Walker.
Be number 10.
Keith against Clyde.
Oof, that'll be...
I'll have to get the draw numbers on my phone. I utterly loathe them, by the way. Clyde. Arbroath.
Oh, didn't give us that, bro.
Are both v Falkirk? Ooh, that's a tasty tie.
Ooh, that's a
That
decent
happened
one,
last
that.
season as well.
Dumbarton.
Nah, didn't give us Dumbarton, that's shite.
Do not want Dumbarton. Huntley. Oh, I thought that was Hearts. Hearts was in mouth.
Who was Dumbarton playing?
Huntley or
Cumbernauld Colts. 38 Stirling Albion. Wraith.
Stirling Albion v Rafe. Oh, that's a
it's an
decent
interesting
tie.
tie as well.
Isn't that your lot, Ramage?
No,
I'm getting you mixed up. What team do you support?
Dundee.
8 is Bucky Thistle.
Dundee. Bucky Thistle.
Bucky v Inverness.
Wow.
That's a good one. That's a tasty tie. Forfar. Don't
Forfar.
you dare. Don't you dare. Linlithgow Rose.
Oh, that's a decent
I
tie.
see Linlithgow Rose winning that as well, by the way.
So that. So that. The
Struggling.
Giant Killers.
Number 9.
Kyle Lafferty. Came one, I mean.
What?
Came one of Royal Rangers.
Hearts.
Who've we got?
Cameron
Cameron
Aurora.
Rangers,
Wow.
mate.
Wow! Strange one. Oh no!
Dundee
I
are at
didn't
home.
want that. I really didn't want that.
Dundee are
Ah.
at home.
Wait, imagine
And who-
Hearts rocking up to
who we
Camelin
playing?
Junior.
Funny thing is, Gogsy, I've actually been to Camelin Juniors with Edinburgh City. The game got called off because the brand new floodlights weren't
Who's
bright enough.
number 7?
That is an absolute beast of a Scottish Cup, Joe.
7
Where-
Bonnyrigg Rose or Bo'ness against 22 Formerton United.
No, I'm sad now.
Yeah.
Imagine that. And we could go to the game. Hearts v Camelin or Brora. I'm depressed now.
Annan versus Nairn County. That is some trek for Nairn. Who's Montrose got?
No, I'm sad.
They must have.
I am sad.
Elgin City versus number 5. Ayr.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a tricky game for Ayr.
I'm very sad now.
East Fife at home. East Fife versus Trinent.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my. That is some draw for Hearts. Camelin. Jesus. No. We're gonna lose. That's the best of it. We're gonna lose.
Alloa versus Cove.
Airdrie's just been.
Airdrie versus Edinburgh City.
Who've City got?
Airdrie.
Airdrieonians. We've beat them in the cup this season. I'll take that. I'll take that actually. That's good.
Peterhead, Jamie. Do you want Peterhead?
No, we've been drawn out. We've got Bo'ness or
Oh, have you?
somebody. Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Aye. I think Bo'ness are in a replay against somebody.
No, it's a rearranged game against Bonnyrigg.
Bonnyrigg, aye.
Banks a D.
Morton.
They'll lose anyway. It's fine.
Morton v Dunfermline. Oof.
That'll be the game that's on Sports Scene. Not many times there.
Partick v Cowdenbeath. Oof.
Manpreet Thistle. against
This is number 35. 35.
Queen of the South.
That is
Queen of the South.
The Queen of the South.
second round of the season's Scottish Cup tie. It's not far away. They're scheduled to be played on Saturday.
By the way, that is ridiculous.
Camelon v
All
Hearts.
I wanted was a nice, easy home tie. I was thinking, because we can't go to the games, don't make me sad at giving us a mad mental once in a lifetime away day. And what do we go and get? What do we go and get?
Camelon or Brora Rangers.
I'm
Cheers.
sure
Local man is crying.
At least Jamie's got a home tie against Bonnie Rig Rose.
I wouldn't be so sure about Bonnie Rig because I swear they beat Morton a few years ago. I'm not sure, but I think one of the Lowland League teams knocked out Morton a few seasons ago in the Scottish Cup. I can't remember if it was Bonnie Rig or not. So, but I'm just glad it's at home. So.
Oh God, I'm sad. I'm very sad.
Thank you very much, Roscoe. Overgrown hair you had. Good. Ramage, I heard this was dinner. What?
I'm so sad. I am so sad.
Well, that's the draw then. I'll happily take anyone from this current round. Oh dear, Aaron. Local man is not impressed.
Sounds like you can watch it. You can watch in from Camelon. You can look at that side of the ground. That's you can see in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, beauty. Unfortunately, I can't go because travel restrictions. Pain. Absolute pain.
What? Have trains actually stopped?
No.
Oh, like, you're not meant to go outside your own area.
Oh, true.
Didn't attend the game or
For
something.
Business to get pushed outside Camelon Junior's ground.
To be honest,
Yeah. I mean, that didn't help that didn't stop that politician that went to Queen of the South.
I know.
Falkirk got
Arbroath.
Arbroath away.
Oh God.
But see if there were crowds like.
Oh, the 5-1's on. Beautiful.
If you're like
Beautiful.
Winter grounds, the Camelon match would probably get played at Falkirk Stadium because, if this was normal times and Camelon are playing Hearts, then that would be moved venue anyway. So,
But then again, you've got to think about Brora Rangers as well. Hibs didn't win because Hibs come in at a later round. Mm-hmm. If you're still following these rules, you need to have a look at yourself.
Shut up.
What's your thoughts on the whole George Gilt? We've literally just mentioned that.
Disgrace.
To be honest, I could not care less because
nor could I, to be honest.
I do not care for politics at all. Because
I think it's a bit of a disgrace that somebody with the promise of money can get flashed in a game with their family, but the loyal fans get locked out. That's the way I'm seeing it. I'm not much of a politics person myself either, but I think it's
politics that got us into this mess.
Yeah.
So
you just.
Thoughts of the Alex Down news, as we said earlier. I don't want to play it on puns, but it's a dire bit of it. No, I'll stop there. But it's awful news. It should never be happening. I mean, you should never go back to racism to try and get to someone mentally. Anyway, let's keep this light-hearted. Come on, Trips. We've got a whole match to go through.
Yeah.
As a Celtic fan, Hearts played a big part in the cup before Christmas.
Just for reminding me.
What sort of comment is that? Sorry.
I think he's praising the Hearts' performance.
Yeah, it is awful. Sorry about that. All right, lads. How are we all? The thing is, I'm trying to make it a light situation, and people are asking us about racism and stuff. Let's not talk about racism. I know it's a bad thing. Let's just Racism is what gets us into trouble when we're talking live, so let's not talk about it. Because it is an awful situation. That's all I'm saying.
It is indeed. Saturday, January the 9th, that tie gets played.
Yeah.
So
Very soon.
I know. So
Very
I
soon.
don't know when travel restrictions get lifted. So see if by some absolute miracle I can get to go to that game. The scenes. Came Canal with a bag of cans.
If there's any Hearts fans in the area, though, that would be a good tie for them.
One of my pals round about that area. I think he's planning to go up.
Who's winning the league this year? I do not care. Do not care for it. Didn't Cameron game get postponed because of the rain? Yeah.
Probably. The pitch is absolutely awful. Like, as a one-time visitor to Camelin Juniors, their pitch is disgustingly bad.
And that was in playable conditions. Yeah,
so to be fair though, Gogsy, the game got called off because of the brand new floodlights. Because it's in the City Cup, right? And that's like, it's like the Edinburgh version of the City of Glasgow Cup, right?
I was thinking this as well, Archie. I think Brora will be beating Cayman. So,
but it's like
Brora.
Aye. So we rock up to the ground and we're sitting in the clubhouse about to go out to watch the game. I know, lads, the game's been called off. Why? Our newly installed floodlights, specifically for this game, are not bright enough. Genuinely. The brand new floodlights installed for that very cup tie weren't suitable enough to illuminate the whole pitch. All the corner flags are in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And then the game got rescheduled, blah, blah, and then it was COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct. That's why I don't like politics, Charles. I absolutely hate politics. Politics is what makes the world and what breaks the world at the same time. Niall Kane says, not sure if you've covered that already, but what's your thoughts on Man City versus Everton being postponed due to COVID? Well, what can we say that's not been said already? Correct. The Dundonald game kicks off at 7:45. What are our predictions, Trips? We'll go to you, Aaron, first.
For tonight's game, for the Queen's Park one, yeah?
Yeah.
I reckon it'll be 3-0 Queen's Park.
I'm going to go with 3-1 Queen's Park. Ramage, what are you saying?
I don't know. Queen's Park are going to obviously be the very, very strong favourites. They're doing really well in League Two. I don't know. Part of me wants to say there's going to be a draw in this game and it goes to penalties just to make it exciting. So
I've got it on, so no.
So I'm going to say a draw and penalties. I think Queen's Park will go through on penalties though, but I think Bluebell will put up a decent fight. So yeah, just to make it a bit more exciting, I'm going to say that.
Mm-hmm. So we'll go Simon Murray to get a hat trick.
That's how much. What are the odds on that for your coupon corner, Gogsy? A Murray hat trick?
I don't think that's available. 5-0 Queen's Park says John Mitchell. 2-0 Queen's Park says Niall Kane. 1-0 Bluebell's inbound says Luke C. Adam Oliver says 2-1 Dundonald, going for a shock.
Interesting.
Imagine the
enough, it's a local team of mine, so yeah. Funny thing is, if you type in Scottish Cup on YouTube, first the second or third thing that comes up is this stream.
Pleasing. Yeah. I see you've worked your tags excellently then, Gogsy, if that's the case.
I've done my job. I have done my job. What does Ramage study at uni? Bare knuckle boxing?
Totally. No, I don't really. I study international tourism, so.
Ooh.
Not bad. So if by any miracle you get a European tour with your lot, then you'll know where to go.
Exactly. Highlight John Mitchell's comment. That is decent patter. The Bluebells are just young at heart. In case you didn't know, the The Bluebells are a Scottish band, and they had a song in the 80s called Young at Heart, which was also featured in the last
Excellent.
game.
Brilliant.
Well done to Ramage for getting that bit of knowledge out there. That's pretty.
I know my Scottish music.
I love that. Avia Calstor says, I'm saying 4-1 Queen's Park. My Uncle Martin supports them, sorry. That's excellent. My granddad supports Queen's Park, so I think they get on just fine. Am I getting on my summer holidays this year then, Gogsy? I hope so, but I'm not a politician.
He means me. Well, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'll keep you updated for when the travel industry opens up.
In about 25 years' time.
I'm your man.
Aye, I hope so, because I put down deposits for Moldova and the Faroe Islands. Didn't one of the Camelin stands get burned in lockdown? I have no idea.
Probably. I've just realised why the 5-1 was playing. I thought it was playing because of the involvement of a certain Hearts player on the job, but no, it's in the Scottish Cup YouTube channel, so I've been sitting watching the 5-1 for the past 10 minutes for no reason. I can now see Kevin Forlingham, the manager of the Bluebell. Excellent stuff.
It's still taking. Can tell Gogsby doesn't get out of Cooper much if he's excited to get to the Faroe Islands. I'm excited to get anywhere.
Mate, Gogsy gets out of Cooper every single weekend when he's allowed to, given the amount of games the bloody goes to.
Mm-hmm. The winner of this tie will play Queen of the South at home. Yeah, Ramage, you'll vouch for me here. When we were at school, whenever it was a Scottish Cup, how buzzing were we when we got a tie that was something out of the ordinary?
Yeah, it was always good in the Scottish Cup because I don't know. I always think the Scottish Cup is like that kind of weekend where it doesn't matter who you support, especially for the lower leagues actually, but it just gets everyone sort of really excited to go to a game. Because there's something huge to play for. So, and always getting that run is good. So I always enjoy the Scottish Cup, and certainly, over the years, it's always been, our favourite weekend in the football calendar, round 4 especially. So,
yeah.
But, I just love the tension in cup football. So
I love it until Ryan Bowman decides to score 40-yard schemers. I'm still not over that one, by the way.
Really?
Well, nah, don't worry. I'm well over it by now. I just find it annoying whenever I see my yearly Facebook recap and I just see me moaning about Ryan Bowman.
Right. Just writing down the team lines. So the day jobs of the Dundonald Bluebell team. They've got a fitter's mate, a bank worker, a plater, a road worker, a senior operator, a plumber, a joiner, finance manager, welder, maintenance operator, and casino supervisor. Barry Sabanda's playing.
is he? I
Yeah.
didn't know he even played.
For those who do not know Barry Sabanda, I played against him in the Series 5s tournament that was on the channel a few years ago, and my team beat his team 3-2.
Result.
But he used to play for Cooper Hearts, so
He's also a moany bastard on the pitch. I hate playing against him.
I didn't even know he was still playing because his brother retired, did he not?
Aye, but he's a couple of years older, Lee.
Yeah.
He's the manager of the Cooper Hearts team. Player manager, sorry. He's no longer a professional football or semi-professional. Just read it.
Well, I don't know when his brother stopped playing for Arbroath, so it must have been a few years ago.
A couple of years ago. And Get the Queen's Park starting lineup as well. We've also got Roscoe coming in very soon as well, so
Good stuff.
that'll be good to have him on.
They're playing at New Central Park in Kelty. Adam.
Kelty.
Fuck's sake.
Queen's Park have put a decent team on.
I hope Queen's Park are wearing that away kit tonight.
Oh, the blue and orange one.
I think it's a fantastic strip.
I think it looks awful.
It looks awful, but the concept behind it I really like.
Yeah. 1 sec. There we go. Queen's Park. Person. And Queen's Park actually have a former Motherwell player playing tonight.
Who's that?
Michael McGlinchey. He was on loan from Central Coast Mariners in the 2008-2009 season, I think.
Ooh. Jai Katongo. He is some player, him, by the way. I've always liked Jai Katongo.
Yeah.
God.
He played for Morton, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Well, Ross McLean also played for us as
One
well.
of the first neutral games I actually attended was Dunfermline v Morton in 2017/18, and Katongo scored a 90th minute winner for the edge of the box. It was some goal.
Right, so the starting lineup for Dundonald Bluebell is as follows: Lennox, Hendry, Wilson, Wallace, Wedderburn, Rogerson, Gay, Dury, Mackenzie, Sabanda, and Cargill.
Is that Nat Wedderburn?
It's not. Different Wedderburn. I don't know his first name. Didn't come up. Oh, James McFadden's at the game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Your hero.
Aye, my G. And of course, for Queen's Park, starting 11 is Muir in goal, Lyon, Grant, Morrison, Patterson, McGlinchey, Gillespie, Ross McLean, Jai Katongo, Bainham, and Simon Murray, my mate from the underground in Dundee.
and your fellow ginger.
Excuse me?
Your fellow ginger.
Dear me, that's awful. That's barking power.
Your hair's become more orange now that I've said that. Look at it.
Hello, Roscoe. How's it going? Speaking of gingers, here he is.
How you doing, lad? You all right?
Aye.
Aye, all good. We were just talking about Simon Murray in the underground, mate.
Oh, God.
I've got a feeling this to be a cracking story later on.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, we know we're not live. Jamie answered that earlier. Bob McHugh on the bench as well. Cal Miller says, who do you think is going to win? I think it'll be 3-0 or 3-1 Queen's Park. I said 3-1 earlier, so we'll stick to 3-1. Willie Moore was at Motherwell as well. I didn't realise he was at Motherwell. Ross McLean is my cousin.
They're now showing Edinburgh City highlights. Yes. Of course, they're showing goals scored and not the two thunderbolts that Josh Campbell rattled in that very same game. We're going to ignore that, are we? Sound.
Yeah, we are.
There's the away kick, Gogsy. There it is.
Oh, aye. The away kit and all its glory. Oh, pick that out.
Some strike, yeah.
Bob McHugh shags the buds.
Roscoe, you're muted, mate.
No, it's just background noise, so I'll just stay muted.
Right.
How many goals did Bob McHugh score that day we went to see the Rovers play Falkirk when Falkirk won 4-1?
Yeah. Didn't Miles Hippolyte score a free kick as well?
Aye.
Miles Hippolyte now at Scunthorpe United, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And it's taken 30 seconds for somebody to mention the fact I'm in a shit.
Here come the Bluebell boys.
You're
That's a lovely shot. See, any shot with a collar on it is automatically stunning.
Oh, nice.
Unless it's a hip shot.
I don't think that Queen's Park will be playing in their away kit then.
Oh, I'm right enough because Dundonald are playing blue, so it's just the regular black and white stripes for Queen's Park tonight.
Rest in peace, Jim McLean. Big loss to Scottish football. Yeah. McHugh, what a guy, good par as well.
Well,
yeah, class.
There he is, Simon Murray. Dundee's
Obviously.
hero for Hill.
Yeah,
Roscoe, numerous things, mate.
Hold on.
Fairly few things. We got bath bombs. What else did I get? I can't remember. I got a few things anyway. So yeah, there was a mixture of loads of different stuff, but yeah, and that was it.
Yeah. Joe says it looks like the retro 90 Rangers top. Absolutely stunning. Oh God. Big game for Dundonald. Good luck. And Roscoe, who do you support?
Are you new to the stream?
I've never seen them comment until tonight.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Dundee fan, mate.
So, Roscoe, did you see the draw?
No, what happened?
Dundee have got a home tie against Bonnyrigg Rose or what's the other one? Bo'ness United.
Okay, fair enough. Good chance.
Hearts, wait to hear the Hearts draw. It's an absolute banger. I'm just sad that we can't go to it. It's either we're away to either Camelon Juniors or Brora Rangers.
God's sake. That's pretty good as well, to be fair.
Oh, it's a good one. It's just like I'd want to go to it, but obviously I can't because restrictions.
Yeah.
On the Bluebell.
There we are. We're underway.
I'm ahead of you, by the way, so
That's fine.
As am I. I'm at 30 seconds in.
I'm in the 10th second.
I'm in 1 minute 15.
There we go.
I'm in Central Gogsy time as well.
Central Boxy team.
Doctor, I must admit, I'm loving the new blue trim you've got on everything. I'm loving that. Yeah,
It's good, like.
I'm rating that. Yeah.
Never knew you could change the fonts. That's a new one on me.
I see on StreamYard. I'll show just for the benefit of everyone. The brand you can change the theme. So you've got the default here.
That's the one that I've normally got.
You've got the minimal, which is the usual. Then you've got block, which is like that, or bubble, which is like that.
Nice. Might use bubble tomorrow night. Looks decent.
Yeah, I'm good, Anthony. Glad to be back on the stream after a wee bit of a hiatus for Christmas. So, glad to be back in.
Excellent. Love to see you back, Roscoe. If you've got any questions, we've got 62 people in the chat right now. It's good to see a few people in watching for the Scottish Cup first round. So for those who are new to the stream, perhaps because we've got new viewers in, if you've got any questions, just feel free to ask.
There's one match ball in the woods for Simon Murray. Have it. I've
just seen that as well. Simon
the
Murray.
phrase "have it" comes to mind.
Yeah. That's the first of many balls out of that stadium.
I assume they're playing.
Have you ever been to Kelty's ground, Cogsy?
I've not been to Kelty's ground. I've played near it because they've got a football pitch nearby.
Yeah. I assume they're playing at Kelty because they have football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Stuart Morrison?
Excellent.
Firm one right back.
I'll have a look. They don't have a Morris. Oh wait, for Queen's Park.
Yeah,
might be. Like that. You see that number 12 for Dundonald Bluebell. He's like your average guy that goes to the pub on a Saturday.
Oh, the phrase unit comes to mind.
It's also very strange watching Barry Sabanda play up front for Dundonald Bluebell.
I think he's related to Lee.
He is. His brothers are Lee, and Lee's Cooper Hart's gaffer.
Oh, is that where he is now?
Mm-hmm.
Good player, Banda, actually. I thought he was quite a good player.
Aye, it was. He still plays. He's a player manager.
Aye, yeah. You find that a lot with the sort of junior teams. That it's a decent ex-pro that's played at a decent standard, and they then go into management as like a player manager kind of thing.
Mm. Yeah, I just wish that Cooper Hearts would sort of move into the pyramid as well. That'd be pretty nice. But we're just in the.
I'm sure they formed with AM, did they not recently? Cooper
Did we?
Hearts. Yeah.
Don't
What's
like
AM, by the way?
AM's Austin McPhee's soccer school thing that started up from the ground about 10, 15 years ago, and they sort of moved up and made a team for the juniors or the Amies.
This is the same Austin McPhee that was at Hearts, yes?
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah. The Austin McPhee.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Good
also
turn for
played,
Katongo.
he also played for Cooper Hearts.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Corner at Queen's Park, 5 minutes in.
But what Austin McPhee did was, like, because there was already Cooper Soccer Sevens or Cooper Colts. Cooper Wanderers was the team I played for until Cooper Colts. Cooper Colts was the thing from high school upwards. Basically, Austin McPhee poached all the good players that played for the team I played for. Mm-hmm. So we ended up being the worst team in Fife.
Could have been worse. You could have played for Redpath Albion.
Mate, have you gone a whole season without a win?
Yes.
And one of your defenders trying to rainbow flick in the box.
You know exactly what.
I know.
Not rainbow flick.
I'll not mention it on stream though.
No, I've said it on stream.
Have you ever had your defender get sent off for making a flying top corner save when you're already like 3-0 down? No. Honestly, it was the best save I've ever seen for the boy, because like the keeper was beating all ends up, and he was on the goal line. Like, I think a corner got cleared to the edge of the box, and the boy's taking a touch and pinged it. And like we're 3-0 down already, and the boy, like, he's not very tall either. The boy's about a little bit shorter than me, like 5'6" or something, 7. He just absolutely flies and tips it over the crossbar. Like, he got a straight red for it, but it was the best save I've ever seen, and it came from a centre back.
Mental how far Simon Murray has fallen. I think Simon Murray will be on good money at Queen's Park though, so I don't think he'll be bothered.
He'll be on very good money, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
They've just gone. If they not just, well, they've obviously sold Hampden Queen's Park, haven't they? So they've got a lot of money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're throwing money at League 2 this year, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Levi Northcote. No, I'm in the shed just to get a bit of peace.
I mean, he may have dropped down in a few divisions, but I still think once Queen's Park get promoted, I think Simon Murray will still be there once they potentially reach the championship level, if they do so.
I must say, the Edinburgh City's league rivals this season, but after this season, I'd love nothing more than to see a resurgent Queen's Park, because they're a massive club. A lot of people these days don't really appreciate how big Queen's Park actually used to be and how big they are. Like, they're very much a sleeping giant of Scottish football.
Oh yeah, I mean it's when they were formed in like the 1800s, they won the Scottish Cup a few times. So
they played the English FA Cup as well.
Yeah,
and you're not forgetting they were amateur throughout that whole time as well.
This is their first ever non-amateur season.
We've got a few more comments in the thing. Regardless of who gets through here, they will beat Queens in the next round, and I have no doubt about it, says Ewan Brown. Aaron, why didn't you go on the telly during the fan segment for the Scottish Cup final? I would have loved to see your tears.
I was not asked on for that particular game, although I've appeared a few times. I wasn't asked on for the final. Chikatongo off the bar, I think that was. Was that a save? Off the bar from Yai Katongo there.
Right, the boy Katongo, yeah.
Soy Striker, you can watch the game by turning on the BBC Scotland channel. That's where the game is.
I must say, New Central looks like a very nice wee stadium. I'd like to go there one day.
They've just done it up and stuff as well. They didn't have that stand before, and I think that's fairly new. So, yeah, no, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Looks a bit like an Ainsley Park with less of a pronounced stand.
It does look like a nice wee ground, though. I mean,
Aye.
Boys,
Kelty top of the Lowland League just now?
I'll have a look for you.
Probably.
So I'd like to see them come into the system.
They
SPFL.
played Genefield Swifts on Saturday or
Yeah,
Boxing
they
Day.
did.
I don't know what day it is at the moment. But yeah, no, they played Genefield Swifts and they only beat them 2-1. Genefield seemingly gave them a really good game. Considering it's their first ever time in the Scottish Cup, they've done really well. So, but they're another team that have thrown quite a fair bit of money at it this year, Genefield.
Kelty Hearts are 7 points clear of the Lowland League. Second place, East Kilbride.
See, I would fancy them to come up and replace Brecon City because Brecon are just
shite.
Yeah, they're just on a never-ending decline. So I think Kelty will be in the SPFL next year.
Roscoe says, "Try and tell me that Tony Watt is better than Simon Murray. I'd be interested to see your field argument." I don't have an argument for that.
Opinions on BSC Glasgow, asks Joe.
Oofed.
Ambitious club, and I'm very impressed with the streaming setup they've got with Moza Plays. It's very good. I tip my hat. Hoof! That's at the park. That is out the park, that one.
Yeah, that's hitting a car.
You'll hear a car alarm in a minute going off because it smashed the windscreen.
East Kilbride throwing money at it as well, signed Chris Erskine, Paul Payton. And I think they've got a good manager in EK as well.
It's incredible that a lot of these junior teams, you say they are glorified junior teams, aren't they?
Yeah.
They have a lot more money than a lot of the teams that are in, like the League Twos.
Mm-hmm.
I could imagine Kelty and East Kilbride have far more money than likes of Brecon and something like that, you know.
Would I take a punt on Simon Murray? No, not at the moment.
Dancing feet for Katongo.
Motherwell have signed too many failed strikers, so let's just. It's Tony Watt's on a contract at Motherwell.
Stevie Aitken's manager of East Kilbride.
Stevie Aitken. Yeah. He got Dumbarton to the Iron Brew Cup final. Or it's not Iron Brew Cup.
Yeah, it was at that time. Yeah.
There you go.
Save.
So that's a comfortable save. Barry Ferguson is at Kelty Hearts. I knew that.
I'm recognising a lot of the faces in this Queen's Park side here. You've obviously got the boy Katongo, you've got Simon Murray. I swear I saw Grant Gillespie there as well.
Yep. Grant
and then you've got the boy Peter Grant at the back as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, in Muir and Grove.
Played at a decent standard too, you know.
Mm-hmm. You've also got Ross McLean, who played for Motherwell. And then Will Bainham is probably the most unheard of, but he came on a limb from Australia. He played at the same level as Lyndon Dykes did before Lyndon Dykes signed from Queen and South. Wee chance here for Dundonald Bluebell. I keep wanting to say Kelty Hearts because I know it's at Kelty.
Number 13 whips it in. What is that? You'd have thought he could have just cracked it for that range.
Game in the cup last year on BBC. They played Auchin like Talbot, and Talbot won 3-1, I think. But I'm not sure if that was the year that Talbot knocked Ayr out of the cup. But
probably was. That was only last season as well. Actually, not the season before that.
I have actually seen Motherwell lift the trophy, believe it or not. It was the Sir Matt Busby Shield when we beat Man United 1-0 in a friendly tournament. It was an international weekend, so it wasn't like Wayne Rooney rocking up to Far Park. But it still had the Fabio and Raphael brothers. You still had Anders Lindegaard in goal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, decent names there.
I don't know if Jamie was there, but I've seen the Mighty D's lift the Alba Cup.
No, I couldn't get down for that game, unfortunately.
Oh, mate, what a game. 2-0 down at half time.
Yeah.
Half the fans went home and we somehow won 3-2.
I remember that.
I've seen Hearts win the championship once, although I wasn't present for the trophy lift as I was at a fucking wedding. Wasn't the best pleased about that.
The funny story, when we won the championship in 2014, we were playing Dumbarton on, obviously Ross will remember this. Played Dumbarton in the on the last day of the season. And I thought, oh yeah, we'll go to the game. Stupid me, I thought it would be pay at the gate because it was, it was Dumbarton at home. It wasn't like a big game. But with 2 days before the game, we found out the match had sold out. I was devastated. So,
fuck's sake.
Ever since then, I've paid attention to if games are all tickets and all that. So,
aye. Also, Gogsy, I've seen us win the Reserve Cup against your lot at Tynecastle 2-0.
I was there, and I wasn't there for the game at Hampden when Motherwell youth team ran riot against Hearts.
Hearts, yeah. I remember that one. My dad, I've got a programme for that game, although I wasn't there myself. My dad's friend was there and she brought it back for me. So that's sitting under my bed somewhere.
Chris Cadden was captain for that day.
Edinburgh City centre-back Liam Henderson played that day. Big lanky beanpole of a boy. But I've seen Hearts win 2 Scottish Cups, technically, although I was 3-year-old when we beat Gretna, but in my lifetime, we'll call it. 2 Scottish Cups, the Championship once, the Reserve Cup, if that counts.
Well, as of the original comment, I would not like to see Motherwell get relegated.
Take it from me, relegation is not fun, especially when it's done via a courtroom.
Oh yeah.
And a vote.
And I must also say, it's not worth the hassle I'll be getting online from everyone. Because of who I am, I will be getting non-stop abuse for Rangers fans alike.
Gogsy, non-stop relegation abuse. Welcome to the life of a Hearts fan living in Leith.
No, I just couldn't deal. I couldn't deal with that. I'd probably go into depression. So definitely not. I mean, I'm already depressed as it is seeing Motherwell on the back of an 8-game streak without wins. So.
You literally finished third last season. How have you managed this?
Because we do this every time we go into Europe.
What? Focus on your qualifiers, get papped out, and then...
I don't think we even focused on it. We almost got beat in Coleraine.
Chapeau show.
The thing is we're getting relegated as well. Is it not that it's as hard as it used to be, but the first division is such a hard league to get out of as well.
Don't get me wrong, Hearts, I hope, will win the league, but it's not been an absolute cakewalk. I know we're scoring loads of goals, but games, they've not been a bygone conclusion. They're hard games.
Yeah, and that's the thing. At least they brought in the playoffs now, which gives people a bit more of a chance. But I don't agree with this. It's you play say you finish fourth, you play at least 6 games to go up. It's like. It should be two up and 2 down. That's it.
Right. Livingston pulled off an absolute miracle going up when they did.
Yeah.
It should be 2 up and 2 down, and that's it.
Who do you think is going to go down this season for the Prem?
I don't know. I would say County, but I think for some reason I think John Hughes will get something out of them.
Really?
Yeah, I think the same as well, but. I don't know. It could be anyone.
There's quite a few teams. It's quite tight this year.
I think Kilmarnock could be in.
They're having a very good competition. Who could be the worst?
I'm going to respond to this comment, Joe. Joe, I was not underestimating the Northern Irish League, but given the fact Motherwell beat Glentoran 5-1, we've pumped Linfield 3-0. in recent times. We've beaten Crusaders, and we were 2-0 up, and it could have been 6 or 7-0 against Coleraine, and we got pegged back and had to beat them on penalties. Does that maybe indicate what sort of level that the Northern Irish Premier League is?
Not very good.
Not as good as Scottish. So, I mean, we should have beaten them in normal time, but then again we got papped out by an Israeli team. So, oh well.
Well, Beersheba are a decent team.
They're a more respectable outfit than Coleraine.
Yeah.
I'd actually heard of Beersheba before. I was like, what's a Coleraine?
Pretty sure
I've seen Colerane's ground. So
I've seen Hearts at Linfield. We won 4-1 in a pre-season friendly. Harry Cochrane's first ever goal for Hearts, so it was non-competitive.
Windsor Park at Tynecastle.
Windsor.
Why do you keep asking this? I mean, we're not a club that wins things. So
I mean, you never know. It's like Hibs never won a cup for 100 odd years, and even they pulled it off once. So, like, in our lifetimes, you never know what football's going to look like.
I'll be a skeleton when Motherwell next win a trophy, an actual competitive trophy.
You'll be a dancing skeleton.
Just going on Val's comment there. Despite the fact that me and Ramage are Dundee fans, I think it's only fair that we pay respects to Jim McLean, because in terms of the city as a whole, he really revitalised the city and Scottish football as well, to be honest with you, with the stuff he done at Dundee United. So, mad respect.
Yeah, it's just a big part of, like, okay, he was like the manager of United, but even then he didn't just bring success to the club, but it was to the city of Dundee. You know, the city had a very powerful team.
The guy's a legend. The guy's an absolute legend. For sure. It was the same when Eddie Thompson died, Dundee United's ex-chairman. He was a legend at Dundee United as well. And it's a sad day for the city. And Jim McLean, he's going to be hated by Dundee fans, but life's more important than football. So, rest in peace, Jim McLean.
Mm-hmm.
And to think he could have got to the final if they never got bribed out of it by Roma.
I know that the Israeli team got to the group stage. I did watch a lot of the Europa League this season, so I'm well versed.
Well versed, are you?
Well versed, yes. I thought they'd get beat by Victoria Pilsen in the next round as well. I think they beat them 1-0.
Aye, Val, I'm not surprised, to be honest with you, because obviously Jim McLean played for Dundee as well. But I'm not surprised, to be honest with you, and I don't think anybody can argue with that either.
Katongo's looking dangerous so far, just yet to get his final shot under control.
I just hope that Queen's Park find a breakthrough before half time, because I've got them to win first half.
How well have Dundonald played, though, by the way, defensively?
They've been rock solid. I'll give them that.
Yeah, Joe, I agree. I prefer the Europa League to the Champions League. It's more of a, I wouldn't say level playing field, but there's a lot less teams that are the sort of giants of European football, and it makes it more interesting for me, because I prefer seeing like the sort of not so well known teams doing well.
What even is that comment by my namesake there? You're putting Roscoe's to shame here. What even is that? I think it's a sin bin for Roscoe, probably.
Yeah, definitely a sin bin. I did a volunteer year in Scotland at Perth, in Perthshire. By Perthshire. I'm from Germany. Man.
You'd have to pay me to go to Perthshire.
Wow. Nice to see your comment. Mickey Kapunkt. Yeah, very well organised. Yes, Simon Murray is on.
Girls don't like boys. I still get nightmares about him, by the way. His goal at Easter Road for Hibs against Hearts. He sent John Souttar to the cleaners and just wrapped it top bins about 3 minutes in.
Oh, still never forgotten that goal at Firhill for Dundee.
Who, Murray?
That was brilliant.
Oh, Ramage, were you at that game?
Yeah, it was.
So was I. So was I. I was at that game as well. Remember Musa missed an absolute sitter as well.
Yeah, it was really weird because I just did not see Dundee winning that. Certainly that season, I didn't see Partick going down at all.
Yeah.
I thought Partick were dominated us that day for 70 odd minutes. But they kind of had a reputation for being 1-0 up with, say, 15 minutes to go, and they would always throw it away. So, but I was very surprised we came away with 3 points that day.
Yeah, I think if I remember rightly, it was one of Stephen Colker's first games as well, was it not?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, aye. So yeah, no, that was that was a great day. I remember that.
I got punched in the head at the second goal.
Yeah.
Totally worth it though.
Aye, oh yeah.
I got a black eye, but we scored, so it's all good.
That's the beauty of comment. I mean, it's the most random comment I've ever seen. But yeah, I do like Elton John. Elton John's good.
Aye. Hold on, I'm just going to get my laptop charger.
Okay.
Ever the professional, Ramage. So 25 minutes on my screen anyway into this Scottish Cup encounter. I'd say Queen's Park have been okay so far. I've always had the better chances with the bar being hit.
What? Where's Joseph Coyle?
I do not know.
All right, okay. It says it just came up on my phone as I'm watching the game here. Like messengers just came up and it says Joseph Coyle wants to send you a message.
Roscoe, read it out.
Local man is awake.
I know. I'll check it out at half time. See what he's saying.
He comes to my streams now as well, Joseph Coyle.
Avid viewer of the streams.
Aye. Avid goals merchant. He always provides the Premiership scores for me.
Joe says that was funny on your Insta Live, Goxie Joseph wanting to join. He kept asking. It was a solo stream. Hey guys, can I watch the stream for free? I mean the football stream. It's on the BBC Scotland channel. So,
hi, Joe's asking how does he know your full name, Roscoe?
Fuck knows.
It's one of the Goggsy's mutual friends. Let's scroll down till I find you.
Aye, probably, yeah.
Aye, he definitely has. I mean, I don't think
I've got to wait. Textbook answer of the beast.
He might well want to send me a message, but I'm not adding him.
Aye, Facebook's for people you know personally, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like Instagram, follow like whoever you want, but see Facebook, that's like for like family and friends. You know what I mean?
Or work colleagues.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I mean? But like people you know actually like personally. Good punch for the keeper, by the way. Great punch for the Bluebell keeper.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Joseph's banned. I don't make the rules.
Has he been banned in like previous?
He did get banned.
Did he?
There was a night where a mod had banned him.
God's sake.
Excellent stuff, if you ask me.
I think I rate the shithousery, but come on, it's a bit sad.
It's like, come on. It's like, play the game, but play the ball game.
Ramage must be having issues trying to find his charger here.
Here it is.
Can you find your charger?
I'm here. Yeah, I've got it, but my dog was outside as well, so I had to let him in. So that's why I keep going on mute, because every time he comes in, I'm scared he's going to bark.
Less.
So, but either way.
Just trying to find the settings to see who's actually banned, because sometimes I don't even know who's banned.
Poor Joseph, I bet he's like, Ross, can you get Gogsy to let me back in the stream or something?
Aye, he was saying that on my stream too.
Oh shit! So he has been banned.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I didn't even notice.
Joseph, man, Jesus.
Joseph,
There we go. We've resolved it for you, Joseph. Let him back in, Gogsy.
I've let him back in.
How long ago did he get banned then?
I've no idea.
well, streams are Imagine.
I didn't even realise he'd been de-banned. We've let him back, don't worry. Oh, Return of the Mac.
There he
Know
is.
that I'll be back. Here I am.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Joseph's back.
Shady's back.
Well, this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. The Messiah is back. Right, go.
He's not the
Slap-
Messiah, he's a
Hey, Gogsy.
Slap that banner immediately.
That's it, ban him again.
It's time to go!
You've had your time. It's time to go. Oh my god, that's awful. John says, I know how you feel. Aye, but that wasn't deliberate, John. I didn't ban you personally, don't worry. Welcome back, Joseph. Hope you're now a new
A changed man.
Oh my days.
Oh no. Am I banned? If you're banned, you were in the stream, would you?
Enchanted Adam keeps asking who I think's going to win the league. I'll keep him guessing.
No, Joseph, you're not banned. You're in the stream, therefore you cannot be banned if you're in the stream right now.
To be fair, Oscar, I think it was a
Murray, good ball into the box for the Spiders. Oh, he's dragged it wide.
Sorry, was that Roscoe you were saying?
It can't have been you that banned him, because you would have remembered that.
Yeah, I would have remembered that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's an honest mistake. We apologise, Joseph. We really enjoy having you.
That's a good song, by the way, An Honest Mistake. By the Academic, I think it is.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
The Hamilton Academics.
Yeah,
Nah, just the Academics.
The Colomedics.
Oh, not again. The parcel company FedEx.
Have you also seen the comment that Fraz Quandro was the one that banned Joseph? It was Fraz.
Name it shit.
Oh no. Oh,
If anybody hasn't seen the Gogsy's Christmas special yet, go and give it a watch. I did a little only an excuse thing in there. Chucked it in there.
Love that. Stint in rehab, courtesy of Big Fraz.
I know Joseph's going to be like been drinking himself silly over this Christmas period because he's not been able to comment on the streams.
I mean, all you need to do is like make a new account and go back on. Like,
honestly,
don't hate the player, hate the game. He's a nice person. I don't know. He supports Dundee. No offense, Roscoe and Ramage.
There's already been about 5 people that have made fake Joseph accounts. So.
Surely not.
Nah, it's happened.
DVP, your thoughts? Yes, Josh. That's a very old reference for me. I respect that. I respect that.
Josh, I know you personally. I don't know what you're on about. Gogsy banning for 5 minutes for the crack would be funny. That's fine. It's all right. Didn't bother.
It says.
I would. That's a very good reference.
Aaron, you'll not like him so much now. Josh's a Hibs fan.
And that's why that's my video where Hibs beat us 2-0 a year ago the other day. Because it's my dad's friend David Patterson. I asked it, I was like, Davey P, your thoughts? He's like, well, we're not doing too badly second half. We've been rubbish. So it's a reference.
We've got a Georgian viewer, Big Zurab.
Pass the mic, Georgian Supporters Club.
GSC. Good evening.
Goes in the chat.
The score's 0-0. We've got a thing on the bottom of the screen. Still 0-0. Queen's Park sitting in most possession. Looking for a way to.
This is a very continental stream we've got tonight.
Huh?
Somebody that lives in, I can't pronounce it, but that's the Georgian city, isn't it?
Where? Tbilisi.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very continental.
Gogsy, Peplo's got banning rights.
Aye, because Peplo's a mod as well.
Joseph Coyle says, "Can I be mod again? I will not abuse my powers."
We'll see. We're going to ease it gradually, Joseph. So you don't get all the power.
Gogsy, I think after him getting removed as mod and then banned for how many weeks over the Christmas period, I think he's learned his lesson.
Well, we'll see. When are we getting Marvin Bartley and Pass the Mic for a guest appearance? Well, I've already done a podcast with Marvin, so if you want to watch that, it's on the channel. Feel free to check that out. But we'll see.
Mark just put paid to that one.
but now you're asking about professional footballers coming and Pass the Mic. Believe it or not, on Wednesday we do have a professional footballer that is.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
We are not giving it away.
But there is, believe it or not, a professional footballer gracing the Pass the Mic digital studio. So
and I can't wait.
You'll have to find out who that is very soon.
Yeah. There's going to be an announcement on the social channels tomorrow night for when you find out about said person. Oh, someone's putting a guess. Oh, is it him? Don't know. You'll have to find out. Time to create the FM style code of conduct for Pass the Mic. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Joseph has more YouTube accounts than James Bond has passports.
Do we ask the Captain Gogsy to delegate, or do we choose them ourselves?
Aye. Do we grant staff privileges, or do we keep responsibilities to the manager only?
That's it. We've just trolled everybody, right? Everybody's putting in the guesses, and then it's just like Joseph Coyle comes on for a stream one night only.
Don't say that. He'll start thinking he actually is.
I know. Joseph, you're not coming on, pal. Sorry. So if he pulls out, Joseph's in.
Joseph Coyle has more YouTube accounts than James Bond has passports.
Joseph
That's
Coyle
the best.
is
I'm just a feature, says Joseph.
Don't give him false hope. Chris is obviously skint Ramage, and he's having to put in a few shifts with Gogsy to recoup some dough.
Honestly, the Pass the Mic chat is it's something else. Like the comment section on these streams never fails to amaze me.
That's a good laugh.
It's always a good laugh.
Regrets? Nah, it's a good laugh, isn't it? I actually got a t-shirt with that on me just now, but it's also under my hoodie. You think I'm lying? I genuinely have a Kugelbean shirt on.
Lol.
It doesn't get worn off them for obvious reasons.
For one night only, it's Joseph
Coyle.
The egg.
What rhymes with Joseph Coyle? Martin Boyle. Could it be him? Find out soon.
Joseph Coyle, the egg boil.
Joseph Coyle, the specky Boyle.
The tin foil.
Is the tin foil Martin Boyle?
Believe it or not, the footballer's not Scottish.
Unlucky, Joseph son.
Aaron Fraser, remember the phoenix rising from the ashes comment?
Vaguely, yes. I do.
Susan Boyle.
Best one yet.
Love it. The week's toil.
So it's not
The
Roscoe.
garden soil.
No, it's not Roscoe. Guten Tag Ramage says.
Guten Tag, Roscoe.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, love it. Ramage, when did you twig that was what we're speaking about in the chat, by the way?
I'm not.
Because
I'm
it
not
seems
sure.
to go on forever. I'm like, we can't tell Jamie what's going on here. We're waiting for him to twig.
Joseph Coyle says the Teds, the garlic breads.
The family of royals. Oh, God. What happened to Aaron's hair? He lost it over Christmas.
Watching Hearts too much.
Watching the cup final.
Yes,
I prefer not to speak.
so do I. The Gogsy Coyle.
No.
No,
Not
I
happening.
don't have a channel, Lewis. No, I don't.
Ball whipped in. I must say, his first half score has not been a classic. The Owen Doyle, yes! Good one, Mark. Very good. The Owen Doyle.
Right, so we've got the Joseph Coyles, the Martin Boyles, the Susan Boyles, the Owen Doyles.
The Vape Coyle.
Oh.
The Owen Coyle.
Dave Jackson. Aaron tried to be his idol, Mr. Craigie Whiting.
Yes, Jackson, sir.
Yeah.
It's only taken Craig Whiting about 8 years to actually fire them in regularly. It's taken him so long.
He scored at the weekend against Hare, didn't
I know.
He scored two cracking goals, actually.
And he set up another one as well.
He did, yes. He set up Boyce's.
So good to be fair, good to see him do well because he wasn't going anywhere with Dundee, wasn't he? Like he just wasn't maybe not getting coached right or whatever. But good to see him actually doing
I
something.
don't think he was like. I don't think he was like ready to play for Dundee. Like there'll be the odd appearance that he would make, and he could have an impact in like one game out of a blue moon. But like he was never a regular at Dundee. So. But I think in the 2017 season when Hartley played him like more often, like he just couldn't cut it. So
no.
Like he was nowhere near ready. So.
Which makes you wonder how come he moved to Hearts from Dundee if he wasn't doing well at Dundee. Like,
And
we put him out to Rafe Rovers. So.
Truth be told, we needed money to sign Kenny Miller as well. How ridiculous does that sound now?
Kenny Miller. Was that not after his ill-fated stint at Livingston?
Yeah, just after it.
We actually signed a manager of another club to be our top striker. Like,
there are levels to this game.
Banter.
Honestly, the Crab and Goyle, Mark.
Oh,
that is amazing. Joseph Coyle, say my name, I'm history.
Joseph the Philosopher strikes again.
Joseph Coyle and the Philosopher's Stone.
Wait, did we just say that in sync?
What? Joseph Coyle and the Philosopher's Stone?
Yeah, man.
No chance!
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Dude, all the films.
That's brilliant.
Superb.
Oh, yes.
Gogsy, he's one of our own. Oh, thank you, Enchanted Aaron.
Surely God and Bonus is one of our own would fit better. That's the correct number of syllables.
That's the ball gone missing here.
Yeah.
Mario Lickenberry says, yes, this game is on television. It's on BBC Scotland.
Joseph and his Technicolor turncoat. Yeah.
I was born in Dundee, but I've never lived there.
You were born in
Not a
Dundee.
good thing or a bad thing.
You've escaped from one there, even though you do live in deepest, darkest Cooper.
Don't know how that sits with me. I'd rather live in Kemlyn.
Bottom of the box. Possible penalty shout there as number 6 gets bundled over in the box.
Goodness. How awful was
I'm conscious I'm a little bit ahead of you guys, so I'll not spoil anything there.
Okay.
See, when you say it, I actually think there's going to be a goal.
There's not a goal, mate. I'm not going to...
Joseph Coyle, I've just returned and I'm already getting rinsed.
A skeleton building, mate.
Oh! Wide of the post there.
Nah, it doesn't look like a 5-0.
Gogsy, your bet is up in smoke.
Well.
When is it not, in fairness?
Last night when Michael Van Gerwen got that...
Tasty dub.
Boxing Day when I won 2 bets in one day.
Mate, he should have left that for number 12. He was about to wrap that.
Shameless plug here. Any of you that are darts fans on the stream, myself and Stevie Wheels, aka A Different View, have just released a video making some shoddy predictions for the round of darts. So go and give that a watch. Yeah. 45.
Flashes just past the post, and now the half-time score is Queen's Park 0, Dundonald Bluebell 0.
Fair play to them, man. 0-0 at half time for Dundonald's brilliant.
Oh, it's a fantastic result for them so far.
Joseph Coyle getting boiled. Gogsy, is the rest of your hair on Roscoe's chin? Oh no.
Might be.
What about the ASP getting put out today? I don't know what that means.
So it's Nathan Aspinall. So yeah.
Oh, right.
I haven't actually been looking at the results, so that's news to me. Yeah, that's a shock.
Right.
There's been a few shocks so far. Peter Wright obviously got put out yesterday. I think there was somebody else as well got put out that was fairly big. Can't mind, but yeah, no, there's been a few shocks so far.
It was.
Let's go and check Joseph's message.
I'm just trying to remember.
Read what else people are saying.
It was Michael Smith got beat.
Was it? No, he got beat in the last round. This message, man, Joseph. Hello, I'm Joseph Coyle from the streams, and just to give you a brief information that I'm hidden in the chat.
Right, boys. My half-time scran for today is a jar of Percy Pigs.
Roscoe, all I'm thinking after hearing that message is that picture of Shrek going.
Wow.
Aye, that was it. Whitlock got put out as well. Yeah, that's a good show.
Michael Smith got beat by Lowe. So we're at halftime 0-0. Let's hear your thoughts, boys and girls. We'll go to Ramage.
Yeah, I think Dundonald have been pretty good defensively. Queen's Park have looked dangerous going forward, but they've not been able to cut it. So, but I think if the more Queen's Park can't score, I think, and the more frustrated that they get, I think Dundonald could really cause a shock. Because magic of the cup. So, but yeah, it's been a decent fight from Bluebell. So, if they can still keep that in the second half, they could do really well in this game. But I'm looking forward to the second half.
3-1 unlucky. I mean, there's still room for 4 goals in the game. Obviously, it might not happen, but what happened to Tyson? I don't know. Thoughts on Clayton's elimination to Cullen, Roscoe?
It's a bit surprising, but in terms of rankings, they weren't far away from each other. So, Clayton's been playing quite well recently, and then obviously him and Gerwin Price won the World Cup too. So, but I'm not really surprised. There's been a few shocks so far. I mean, I had Clayton to win in my predictions. So, it's just very hard to call at the moment.
Yeah.
I reckon this game is Bluebell's for the taking.
Could well be.
They've been solid defensively, and because it's they could grind out penalties here and see penalties. It's an absolute lottery.
Anderson beat Suljovic today 4-3.
I did hear about that. I'm quite surprised at that. I thought Anderson would get beat today. So I'm quite surprised. But I know he was losing for a while and he managed to turn it around.
Aye, because Anderson took the lead and then Suljovic turned it around. What Matt does says, I'll see you at the Alley Pally soon, Roscoe. Mate. I don't know what that is. I'm still very new to darts, so. Roscoe, what about Osmond's hat-trick the other day? Let it
what a player.
Let it so.
Honestly, I can't quite believe it. He had such a shit start, and then he played a reserve game where he scored 2 goals, and ever since then he's just been banging them in.
He just needs that boost of confidence, though. It could take.
I'm in my words. I've said that I didn't think he'd be a great signing. I love being proved wrong. So fair play to him.
But I don't know. Was he not particularly good at United when he was there? Did he not?
He was ganting. He was absolutely ganting at United.
Crap at United.
Yeah. So.
He's been dug meat at every team that he's been at since Hearts.
The Old Firm are not in the Scottish Cup draw. They come in at the 3rd round.
Well, I think it was a good win for Dundee, but watching Queens, though, they were terrible. They are the worst team I've seen play this season. They just looked so lethargic at the back, and they just could not defend at all. So I think
that Alan Johnson surely can't be in a job much longer.
He did a shite job at Dunfermline as well. He had them kind of near the bottom and nowhere near the. I think there was one year they got into the playoffs, but I mean after that at Dunfermline, they were always in mid-table under Alan Johnson, which simply isn't good enough. So because the football was just terrible. So.
Half-time so far, Bluebell are fighting well. More attacking football for this young club. Could well be playing Hamilton or the Hoops. Right, let's not get too far ahead.
Must every comment be about Celtic or Rangers, honestly?
Enchanted Aaron, you keep saying this. What happened to him? I don't know.
I'm going to have to search it up. I'm not seeing anything. I've not seen anything at all. This draw's already been taking place. It's for the second round. The third round will be made on the 11th of January. Tyson, the footballer on YouTube. If anything, I was assuming it was the Shakhtar Donetsk winger, but
Same here, to be honest. That's what I was thinking about.
yeah. Fraz is taking an extended leave, so he'll be off for a few days. Hearts might win this, or Motherwell, or Dundee, or Ramage's team. What?
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 I don't know what's happened. Would you rather a Passamite day out at the Ali Pally for the World Championship, or a Passamite day out at the Cheltenham Gold Cup or Grand National? You know what? We'll do both.
Mark stays in Cheltenham.
I was in
so-
the Grand National.
The darts is
Yeah.
quality, by the way. If you've never been to the darts live, it's
Oh, yeah.
fucking brilliant.
I want to go.
It's so good.
I want to go to the darts. I just want to see Michael Van Gerwen's shiny bald head. Just
You can see mine if you want.
He was getting booed like buggery in Aberdeen, Michael
Really?
Van Gerwen. Yeah, he was getting booed.
was that because he was against someone Scottish?
I think so. It was who else? The boy Aspinall got booed like buggery as well, because he played John Henderson that night, and he was loving it. He was loving folk booing him. He's just like going like this, and
That's fine. I'll just keep throwing 180s.
he actually Aspinall was on fire that night as well, so I think he loved it.
Aye, we'll have to organise a group outing to the darts.
By the way, that would be some laugh. Pass the mic at the darts. That sounds tremendous.
To be fair, the darts, it's not expensive for what it is as well. I mean, it's a little bit more than your standard football ticket, but you get 5 games at the Premier League, and they're all like 45 minutes each, so it's well worth the money.
Oh, aye.
I think it's about 35 quid for a ticket or something like that, which isn't actually.
I'm happy for, and that's what 45 minutes times 5.
Yeah. You're watching well over a football match worth of entertainment. And the other thing is, if your favourite, say, gets beat, you've still got 4 other games you can enjoy. If you watch your team get beat, that's it. Like,
Yeah, very right, very true. He was getting abused for racism, and then he kicked the ball at a fan. It's on YouTube. I'm not gonna bother watching that.
By the way, highlight Avia Calster's comment. Shankland is not doing amazing at Dundee United. Shankland has been dug meat this season.
He's been awful. How many goals has Shankland got compared to Kevin Nisbet?
3. I'm sure Shankland's scored about 3 or 4 league goals this season. Bish!
We'll do both because the darts is limbs and Cheltenham is undefeated, and I'll sort us all out with a place to stay. Fantastic.
Mark Petford, the hero we don't deserve.
You need to try teach yourself to like beer to go to the darts. Is there not anything else alcoholic?
No, there is other stuff, but I think he's more referring to the fact it gets launched over you whenever a 180 gets hit.
180!
I'll have to wear a poncho.
we went just before the lockdown. I think we went. It's like start of February.
Yeah.
And so COVID was kind of still going about at that point, but people were just talking about it at that stage. It wasn't the case of like where shit was getting shut down. But I don't think you'd be allowed to chuck beer now.
No.
Be allowed. But you say that, but people they'll lob it anyway. It's like you can't exactly like what are they going to do if you lob beer? They can't go in and say, hey, somebody chuck this, and I'm not leaving here till I find out what cunt did it. They can't be doing that.
No.
No, that's true. But I think I don't know. It's just
The world is a strange place these days, mate.
I don't want to get too COVID political here, but it's like they're talking about like the vaccine and stuff like that, and how they're talking about they're going to give everybody a card, and I have a funny feeling they'll stop people doing things unless they've had the vaccine. So,
yeah, I think that's the case.
We're not going to make it mandatory, but if you want to do anything, you have to have it.
Yeah,
it's a very clever way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's sneaky as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
It's the same as you're not allowed to sing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ask Aaron if he thinks Hearts would beat Rangers now.
Probably not. No.
So
why would I care? We dumped you at the Scottish Cup last season at the end of your title charge. That was a good laugh.
Regrets?
No. That's the first ever time that I've went head over heels at a home game with limbs. I was down in Gogs, you'll be familiar with the section of Hearts fans, the bottom left-hand side from the away end.
Yeah.
Section M.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in section N for the Scottish Cup tie, and because me and my pal wanted to be in section N because it's a good atmosphere, but we bought tickets to the section next to it because it was sold out. But they were being really pernickety with tickets that day, so we tried to just sneak on in. They're like, no, you can't come in. So Oliver Loic Damour handballs it into the net. Right, me and my pal could see clear as day it was going to be a disallowed goal. But we just gave it the yas and ran into section M, and the steward never noticed us go flying in because everyone's going all over the place. We just simply stood there.
I remember one time when I was at a Motherwell game, because Motherwell don't ever fill out. We were playing Celtic at home. We got beat 4-3 that game, and there was a steward looking at people's tickets. I mean, that's never happened ever since. And he was like, wow. Can you please go to your original seat? So I just went to the section next to the Well Boys. I mean, it wasn't, it was almost full, but I mean.
Yeah.
That would be that corner of the ground that would be full.
Here come the Spiders.
Mr. Kapunkt says, I think the second half will be 3 to 5 goals because the underdog don't have enough power or strength. Goals at 51, 58, 68, 82. Jeez, oh man. That'd be good. See some more goals. I'm so glad to be back in the chat and the stream. Oh, you're welcome, Joseph. I think he means let's have a look. Well, boys think they're solid throwing a cup of tea at my else. Actually, it was coffee.
Was it all Bobo?
Scottish Cup ties just sit where you want. Exactly.
If Hearts scored 3 to 4 goals in 13 minutes, when? Why do I care?
Are they talking about Saturday just past?
I don't know. Probably. And if so, I think we did.
All right, then.
I don't see why. I'm always asked statistics on these streams. Like, ask me about the stats. Like, don't care.
I really wish there was
anybody in the comments has got any questions for the panel tonight, feel free to fire them in.
Yeah.
Decent questions also.
Yeah. Not who do you support?
We get that every flipping stream. Watch one wise guy commenting now.
Who do you support? I think you'll find I support the Mozambique under 21s.
Or what's your favourite away day? We get that all the time as well.
I literally posted a highlight of us talking about things that we get asked on the regular.
Should I just leave the chat? I am just asking. It is not an airport. Your departure does not require to be announced.
That's the same guy that asked about the Tyson boy.
Roscoe, Joseph wants to know your favourite rum.
Favourite rum, probably just a standard Bacardi for me.
Good question. Yeah,
I do
Gogty,
like
is it possible to mute phrases on this? Because can you just mute? Who do you think will win the league?
Oh, yeah, that's another one that we get.
No. I mean, I can block certain words, but if
Can you block league? Can you just block the word league?
Okay, what? I'll do that.
Because that'll prevent people saying, who'll win the league? Cool. Just block league and premiership. That'll solve it.
Right.
Can he really? Nah, I just do league. I wouldn't.
I would do league.
Yeah. Pierre Francesco, you might have a cool name, but you're getting banned for breaking rules.
And that's a massive pet hate of mine, by the way. I hate that. Absolutely hate that.
You know what I also hate?
Yeah, I've seen it now.
You know what I also hate? It's
No! It's 1-0 the Spiders! Jai Katongo with a fine finish on the volley.
You are like miles behind, by the way.
I don't know.
You know what else?
Ramage, where are you?
I'm on 48.30.
All right, I'm behind you even. I'm 47.50.
I'm 47.35.
But yeah, it was
the fact that I had Queen's Park to win the first half and they scored in the 3rd minute of the second half, the bastards.
Oh, it was a brilliant goal as well. It was a nice
Great finish for Katongo.
It's good.
Can you also ban the phrase old firm?
That's a good idea, to be honest. Gogsy, you met my pals in Student Union in Dundee, and you're in a photo with them. Terrace at Dundee Uni is banging, absolutely. Have I got a favourite junior team? Well, I actually do some work with Tayport, but I've not really had much contact with them over the Christmas period because of Christmas.
Adam Oliver, I salute you for that comment.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Dundonald's kit? I think it's quite smart.
Very smart.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice as well. But then
Yeah, by the way, Fatso almost scored an absolute belter there.
Oofed.
Like, Mr. Chebs almost unearthed an absolute gem.
Chebs. You're right, Joseph. There is a live stream of the match. It is on the BBC Scotland channel.
Someone's just asked, what's the anti-old firm agenda about?
What is that?
The obsession with the old firm is exactly what is wrong with football in this country.
Right, okay. I understand. I'll call you Michael from now on. Mother for Europe. Aye. But Brexit's just about to happen, so we're going to be out of Europe again.
Yes, John Mitchell. Salute. Salute.
Yeah. I'm not reading that one out.
I'm not reading that one out either.
So DB. I have not missed that at all. It's another wee chance there for Queen's Park. Peter, what is his
Hartley?
name? No. Peter Grant with the header just over. Mark says
Ban!
no.
2 down, ban.
That's the one that kept on asking stupid questions anyway.
That's a great ball over the top. Oh! What a miss.
That was a good chance there for them.
Mark, when restrictions allow, I will make my long-awaited appearance at Carlisle.
Joseph is using one of Fraz Quantro's phrases as well.
Excellent.
Don't get better, get even.
Katongo on the left. Dancing feet for Katongo. Back heel to number 14.
Dynamite Heady says, what's Roscoe's future plans for the channel? I can see it's expanding already. The numbers of videos have doubled in the last week.
It went from 1 to 2. Yeah, doubled. Yeah, I'm going to kind of branch out maybe into a bit more generalised Scottish football content. And we've also got a couple of ideas in the pipeline as well, so stay tuned for that. If you're subscribed,
to Queen, by the way.
You'll see
Dangerous looking free kick.
If that guy was right and it was like what you said it was, then fucking hell, he must be at the game.
He must have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
You reckon Simon Murray will crack this?
He's crossing it, surely.
Nah, I'd batter it at the
He's doing it
keeper.
way over the bar.
Mm-hmm.
I would batter it at the keeper.
Queen's Park. Set to shoot.
Adam, I don't know if Gogsy's put it in the link in the description
Way over the bar.
or
Jude
not.
Bay.
Roscoe Reviews. If you just type in Roscoe Reviews, it'll come up.
I have not, because I forgot to change the guests.
Who's the guest?
Well, I had Aaron and Jamie, and then you messaged me about half an hour into the...
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Yes, Mark, I will collab with you, no problem.
Mark Peplow saying, can he invade my uni halls next year? No, because I won't be there next year, Mark, so...
But I'm planning on going back to uni, so you can...
I'm planning on going to uni too after my last year of school's finished.
So shit, don't like it.
Yes, Joseph, I'm in a log cabin.
Adam Oliver
We'll
subscribed.
stick with that.
Excellent stuff.
We'll stick
Welcome
with
aboard. Welcome aboard, team. Pass the mic.
let's see.
that. Cheers, Adam, mate. Much appreciated.
It would appear that Mr. Banhammer was bluffing when he mentioned a certain score.
Bluffing or not, it's not acceptable, didn't he do that?
Fake scores are not appreciated here.
No scores are
If
appreciated.
you're watching another game that we are not covering, by all means, drop the scores in. We've got no issues with that. We like to keep updated on all the other scores, but not the games that we're watching.
I just don't see what the point is to ruin the live score for an entire stream of people and the hosts.
Favourite retro sweets? What do you mean by retro?
Retro sweets.
That's a
I like Love Hearts.
This is like my sweetie question I ask people on the podcast.
Yeah, I remember you asked John Sutton, what's your favourite pick and mix and that. It was like, baby.
I was intrigued by Derek Ray's answers, Gogsy. I can't remember what he said. Yeah, but it was weird, wasn't it?
It was a strange one, but
Derek Ray, an absolute legend, by the way. Guys, if you haven't watched that podcast Gogsy does with Derek Ray, what a cracking podcast it is. Derek Ray, one of the most interesting people I've ever listened to, for sure. He's really, really good.
And the thing is,
I suppose Gogsy's all right too. But there we go.
Thank you. The thing is, there's so many podcasts that he's done over the last year or so. So I was trying to sort of step around stuff that he'd already been asked before. So I had to ask some questions of my own. I think I did all right with it.
Yeah, what was he said about the pick and mix again?
He just said the vanilla ones, the strawberry ones, and the chocolate ones or something.
Who's that? Ray or
Ray.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't specific at all. He just said three different flavors, and that was it.
You definitely can remember. And
John Sutton did the same, though, I think.
What?
Remember John Sutton did the same outside Bayview when you interviewed him.
He said Percy Pigs.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's a fan of Percy Pigs.
Won
Mate.
that Percy Pigs, am I right, boys? Honestly, I've won through about half a jar in the last day. Like, I know it's bad. It's just so good.
Morton Reed and Fairland Cup tie is dull. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cola bottles are good. Cola bottles are class.
What's it like in uni halls? Personally, I don't really like it, to be honest, but each to their own. So
That's because you go battering your neighbours.
no, I don't.
He's had a few scraps with his neighbours over the time.
No, I just genuinely don't like it. I hate it.
I think
You don't like your neighbours.
I don't know what's happening at Chelsea. I mean, they got a good point against a very solid Aston Villa team today. Thank you, Joseph. Pass the Love Hearts factory after a cricket match.
Not
Nice.
half bad, that.
Cheers, Nige. Are we on tomorrow night? Nah, I think we're just going to give it a night off. We're also not going to talk about the Euros because we've talked about that for like every stream.
Exactly.
So we'll talk about it in another stream in the future. Goodbye, Enchanted Aaron. It's been good having you on, asking some very tasking questions.
No, hasn't he?
Tasking questions and then ruining the score. New Year's resolutions to be better in social situations. That's going to be my big thing.
Drink more.
Drink more. That's awful good. That's a good shout.
Consume every flavour of Mad Dog.
Ken Ramage's neighbours, one of his neighbours is Val Stewart, who is in the comments section.
Nah.
Quality.
David doesn't like living in uni halls of residence because his neighbours barricade the door up so he can't bat. That's a Brahma part, says Joseph.
That's a what now?
It's a genuine nice place, but like I just don't like it. It's just
It's not for Ramage's tastes.
You just don't like sharing your house with anyone you're not related to.
pretty much.
I think one of the last streams I was on, we spent the whole second half just doing Stuart Cosgrove. That's a Brahma.
Was that Queen of the South and Vanessa?
Yeah, we just spent the whole second half just doing the. Oh God!
What's the best one? Stuart Cosgrove was the one and only excuse he did. It was the Queen of the South v Rangers Cup final that they made a sketch of. That was quite funny.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
It's
one.
like the Queen of the South v the Cocks of the North.
Oh, is that the one where the Rangers fan plays a sash on the vape? Or is that a different sketch?
That's a different sketch, but I have seen that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Rangers, the Teds, the Gaelic Breads.
The men.
What's the chat, Pat?
Well, Stuart.
Well, Stuart. Oh.
Ha ha. That's that drama, Pat.
What's the chat, Pat?
Let's chew the fat, Pat.
Oh, I love how Aaron's just so new to this that we're just.
It's so funny.
We're not doing this again.
Yes, we are.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, it gets me every time. So we've got half an hour left or so. We've got 43 people in the chat. So if you've got anything to ask us, and feel free to let loose in the comments. Oh, that's a handball.
Holy moly, have you seen that booking that Dundonald have just got there?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Katongo's going spare.
Well, it's not that, it's the fact the boy makes no attempt to get the ball. Like, just watch the replay.
Katongo's going nuts. There's Wedderbum, not Nat, it's Craig.
Aye. He played for Arbroath, scored an own goal against Rangers.
That was in the pre-match feature.
Correct.
Ramage is away to batter his neighbours.
And the dog. Ramage returns from his latest bout of bare knuckle boxing with his fellow residents.
Oh, that's nice play by 14. It's just out.
So
Dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 dum. Must say, Dundonald have not looked anywhere out of their depth. Like, they've matched Queen's Park very well, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, they've not done anything going forward. Let's be honest here. They've not
Aye.
threatened at all going forward. But I think defensively they've looked fairly good.
Sure.
Way. Anybody else think the numbers in the Queen's Park shirt are too far apart? Like, look at Katongo's, for example. The 1 and the 9 are ridiculously spaced.
Yeah.
I'll check that out in a second.
Do you not also think the numbers on the Dundonald Bluebell shirt are a bit small?
They're too small, yeah. But wait till you see Katongo next, Roscoe. Wait till you see him.
Right, see you later, Mark.
See him in a
Have a good
second.
one.
See you later, Mark.
Catch you after Peps.
see you later, Mark.
Wait, Katongo, turn round you. Come on. Show us your number.
Do you know what? Queen's Park would be a good football manager save to do.
Oh, they have a very good FM save.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the numbers being spaced apart. If you guys watch the sub that's away to come on for Dundonald,
I've just seen that, yeah.
the one in the 7 is.
Looks like Ollie Murs is just coming off for Dundonald.
Oh yeah, I've just seen Katongo's there. That's ridiculous.
The 1 and the 9. How far apart are they?
But it's only him though, because if you look at Simon Murray, his 2 and the 3 is fairly normal. And
I know.
The 16 and
The 1 and the 9
7
like a bloody hooker's legs. Jeez, oh. My pattern's not appreciated, clearly. It's time to go!
I heard that, Gogs. What do you mean? What did you hear?
Dunno.
Hello, can you hear me? Enchanted Aaron, I am here to inform you have been banned for telling the scores during the stream. It's time to
go! Is that one of the new catchphrases in the stream now? It's time to go.
It might well be.
I'm not a big. I don't watch a lot of that AFTV, right?
I don't.
And I saw a clip recently where it's like that Thai. He goes on his knees and he's like Black Lives Matters, and then he storms up to the camera. He's like, "Mopey, you're a fucking disgrace." I don't know if you've seen it. It's funny. It's so funny.
One of my personal favourites is the Arsenal Fan TV boys were doing like a charity game. I think it was like DT Football Club.
With Mark Goldbridge.
Yeah, right. And Claude was the gaffer for one of the teams, and he got sent off from the sideline. And because of where he was, the dugouts were opposite the tunnel, so he had to walk across the pitch to get to the dressing rooms. And the stadium announcer goes, "It's time to go!" And it was honestly the best thing ever. Like that's one of the funniest things that I have seen in a long time.
I see DT's got COVID.
Has he?
Does it?
Yeah, he's got COVID.
When is it gonna end, Robbie? When is it gonna end? fresh air.
Oh dear.
Dum, 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 dum. Free
Oh,
kick to Dundonald, surely. Jeez, oh, that is bit fruity.
The big number 5 at the back for Dundonald, he looks like Grant Hanley. Like it's build and his posture and that.
Yeah.
High his build.
He's having a torrid time, isn't he? Okay. Corner again. What did you get for Christmas? Nothing I asked for.
Do you get any links to Africa?
No, I didn't. Obviously, didn't do Christmas right. But I also didn't get 3 points on Boxing Day, which is the only thing I ever ask for on Christmas Day.
We did. And 3 goals.
We did. Ha ha.
Just rub it in. Dicks.
Mate, it's not very often we get 3 points these days, so.
Yeah.
I know, at Palmerston as well, by the way. At Palmerston. Like, it's unheard of in Dundee folklore.
Well, we won down there just before lockdown when can't mind who scored. Was it Christoph Berra or Forrester? One of the defenders scored. We won
I forgot
1-0.
Berra went to Dundee. What did you make of Berra when he was there, by the way? I'm yet to hear
Oh,
a
he was
proper opinion.
solid. He was so
Yeah, he
solid.
was unreal. He was ridiculous for Dundee. I've slated a lot of Dundee defenders over the years, but it's the most solid the defence has looked in such a long time. I strolled it. He made Forster look like a decent centre back.
He's like, although wearing that number 7 shirt really annoyed me.
I know, it was a weird one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was it Forster and Meekins he had beside him in the back 3, and it worked really, really well.
It headed a bus, Christoph.
Aye, there's no doubt in the guy's like sort of positional sense and stuff. I just think he's a bit slow these days.
Positional sense.
Nah, because he has to get in the right positions. I just think he's a bit slow.
Dundonald are in, by the way. He's tackled the ball at his feet. He's still gone.
Oh!
Oh, you skied it!
They've not had many chances in it. Yeah, doesn't that sum him up? Sum the level that they play at. That the fact he's got a Sundico under him.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. That's clearly a Sports Direct special.
He's definitely went to Sports Direct before he played the night.
I've got to look my best. My Monday best.
Yeah, Adam, that's a bit unfair, mate. I don't think Dundee have drawn a blank this year. We've been scoring. The problem is we've not been keeping them out.
No.
Do you need to donate all you want? It's fine. It's there's no hassle.
Thing is, Dundee look dangerous every time they go forward. It's
That's
just
a great
so annoying.
Charlie Adams far too good for that level.
I know.
He would do,
To be honest, I thought he was in doubt for the game in Dumfries.
Oh my god!
Because his mother passed away and all that, so I was really shocked to see him in the starting lineup.
Charlie Adam would still do a job for likes of an Aberdeen, for me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, he's far too good for the level he's playing at.
I would happily take him at Motherwell.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree, Adam. we can't defend. That's
Just
the
remember,
problem.
Adam, you support Motherwell.
You support 11th place Motherwell.
10th.
10th. Oh.
He's actually 10th. I thought you were.
Aye, but we got the 6 points taken off us again because Kilmarnock and St Mirren have appealed the decision, even though Kilmarnock and St Mirren have admitted to knowingly broken protocol, but it should never have even been an appealable thing.
Don't worry, you'll get your points eventually.
Oh, we'll get our points. I mean,
Yeah.
if we don't get our points after being given them, what does that show?
Welcome to Scottish football.
I mean, if Kilmarnock and St Mirren get scotch free for it, then that means that Aberdeen, St Johnstone, Rangers, Celtic, they can all break protocol now.
The way Scottish football's been run since the pandemic is just
an absolute joke.
It's a shambles.
Hearts should never have been relegated. Partick Thistle should never have been relegated. Nothing like that. United should have gone up. I did agree with that. I think they should have made it a bigger league.
They should have made it a 14-14.
And then
reconstruction was always the answer.
Well, that or just put it back to a 12-team league for the season after and do a bigger relegation.
It was such a perfect time for reconstruction as well. I mean, the fans have been crying out for it for years now. So
honestly, see if I was a Hearts or a Partick Thistle fan, I would have been fizzing. Would have been absolutely.
Mate, I'm still bloody fizzing.
I know.
It's condemned me to a year of Arbroath and Queen of the South and Alloa.
It's well known I didn't agree with the way Dundee voted. Like the way we eventually voted, I didn't agree with.
See when the votes were all coming through and that, everyone thought Inverness were the team that didn't vote because I think they were like they probably still had the chance. Okay, it would have been unlikely they would have caught United, but everyone thought it was Inverness until the deadline. But it wasn't until a few hours later it became evident it was Dundee. So,
they should have
benefited my team because if it didn't benefit my team, I'd have been voting against it.
What they should have done is they should have, because it was postponed it like they did, and they should have finished the league between, like, say, October and December, say now or something. Have a pre-season and start summer football in March. That's the way they should have done it.
Absolutely.
This country is too cold for winter football.
I know, and half the grounds just,
it just means pitch inspections and floodlight failures and everything wrong.
And then the other thing is you're halfway. Sorry, go on, you go.
Did you see the state of the Cayman Juniors pitch before they played against Brora Rangers? It was absolutely teeming. It was just slush. It wasn't grass. It was slush.
But,
that game's got to be played on Wednesday now.
See the pitch at Ibrox before Rangers played Hibs. Now you would expect the pitch there to be really good because of like the size of Rangers and all that, but the pitch at Ibrox on Saturday for the Hibs game was terrible for their standards. So, well, it's something I just noticed, but whether people in the comments disagree, that's fine. But it's just my opinion. But
I think at the end of the day, it gives us a bit of a head start in Europe as well, because you see a lot of these teams in Europe that are halfway through their seasons as well. Yeah. And folks saying, Scotland's too big a country to be doing summer football. Does Russia not do summer football?
No. Russia starts their season, I think it's the middle of July. And then onwards, but they have a winter break. So does Germany.
So they finish in like December, do they not?
They're midway through their season, and I think it's like a week before Christmas, and then they start back 2 weeks into January, I think.
Well, anyway, regardless, it should be summer football in this country for sure.
Oh, 100%. All right, have a good night, Michael. Thanks for coming on.
Kenwyn Jones to Dundee.
What?
That's the weirdest rumour I've ever seen.
Would you like it to happen?
Is that guy even still playing? I thought he'd be retired.
He was at Atlanta United the last time I heard his name.
What?
Last time I heard him, he was at Stoke.
Would you take him, Roscoe?
He's the one that does the backflips, isn't it? I'd take him just for
the backflips.
Aye.
So just like Livingston with Effie Ambrose for backflips only.
I'll just look at other quote. questions or comments? Yeah, everyone's saying that league reconstruction should have been done.
I stream with common sense. I respect it.
Yeah.
That number 109 still grinding my gears. Every time I see it, it annoys me more and more.
Oh dear.
Like, can the kit man not do one thing? Like, come on.
You know who's playing for Dundonald Bluebell?
Who?
Barry Sabanda.
Oh, no way!
Aye.
Hope he gets that.
Did you hear that?
I hope he gets halved.
Yeah.
Is that Mogsy?
That was Mogsy.
Excellent. I hope he gets halved.
And just because I've got history playing against him, that's all.
Alright, I see.
Regardless of how this ends for Dundonald tonight, they've done really, really well.
Oh, they have, like.
Yeah. If they keep it to a 1 or a 2-0 scoreline, they've done a brilliant
It's
job.
respectable, yes.
Yeah.
I do remember David Templeton's goal at Anfield, Joseph. Yes, it was a very memorable occasion.
Gogsy's mod takes no prisoners.
Mogsy HSC.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello from Russia in the chat.
Oh, hello.
Oh, could break you if somebody gets on it. Oh.
My ass.
He's referring to the comment that Motherwell's got one of the best pitches in Scotland.
Oh yeah.
They do.
They do.
It's a fact. Do you not have a look at football pitches?
It's all about the old firm and nothing else to these mutants.
Oh, of course. It's a better state than Rangers and Celtic.
Queen's Park just had a chance to put this game to bed, but I'll not say too much about it.
Baby.
Is it too late to
I'll tell
ban
you what
Ramage from spoiling the game?
Did you go to Anfield?
I did not. No, I was like 7-year-old.
Fair game. That was a great switch as well.
Oh.
But
Yeah. I'll not ruin it.
Paul McHugh there. Brilliant over the top through ball.
let's see, number 11's on the ball now on the right hand side.
I think that's Michael. No, it's Ross McLean.
Oh!
How did I miss that?
God. Oh, Katongo, what are you doing, son? Head it down. Head it down.
See, before I took Queen's Park to win half-time, full-time, I was tempted to take -1, so for them to win by 2 or more goals. And see if it was down to this chance, I'd be absolutely raging right now.
Nah, but I reckon there's one more goal in this game for either or. There's one more. There's 10 minutes left. At least a few decent chances will get carved out. I am certain.
Is it extra time?
Just straight to penalties.
Straight to penalty.
Mental folk in Russia are sitting watching Dundonald Bluebell.
Excellent.
True.
Oh well. The wonders of football.
Nah, no, not really good part.
Wonder if Dundonald will get an increased supporters. Oh, that's a bad foul. I wonder if Dundonald would get their supporters group would expand due to us covering the game.
Well, you never know. We've got 9,000 subscribers, so.
So absolute limbs if Dundonald get an equaliser.
Oh, like I'll be buzzing for them if they get an equaliser.
Mm.
The snow is now coming down in Kelty.
Mm. So, right,
Let's tell an underdog story.
People in Kelty will probably try and sniff it.
Oh,
Oh, Gogsy. That's poor.
That's a fact.
Come on. We don't have to
John,
go there.
never been
I mean,
a
you're not
penalty in my
wrong.
life.
What did you have to say it? I mean, good lord. Penalty Queens.
Yes.
That was stupid.
Yeah, it's been
That was
spot.
stupid.
You want to stay and watch it?
Murray wants it.
Big Si wants it.
Everyone go in private chat so nobody ruins it in
Oh,
the
you're
chat
staying-
for if the goal goes
yeah.
in.
You're staying for it. You're staying for it. Don't argue over the penalty.
No chance, hear that, Murray. No chance.
Wait a minute, they've not got a penalty.
What?
What?
What? What's happened?
I said it was a bit clumsy at the time, but actually, you watch the replay back, and it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was.
He
But
dived.
it was-
He totally dived. He played for it. That was never a penalty, like when you see it back.
Justice has been served, to be honest.
All I saw was the referee pointing to the spot.
I know, I just seen that. I'm like, oh, it's a pen.
Someone go do.
Imagine having to dive to get a second goal against Dundonald Bluebell.
History.
He did.
Me entering the room caused that penalty not to be given.
Yes, Mogsy, very well done. You can thank me later for that.
It's not a penalty. Nah, it wasn't a penalty.
Again, Gogsy, if you'd bet it for 2 goals, you'd be spewing right now. You'd have been claiming it was a disgusting tackle.
Mate, I would have been basically.
You'd have been marching up to New Central Park with a shotgun.
I don't know if you have seen this yet. What a tackle by number 2 for
Oh, brilliant!
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant challenge, number 2. Excellent.
I would be spewing it into this empty crate of Copperberg.
The Copperberg crates can barely hold the Copperberg, never mind your spew.
And if Gogsie's on the whitey, then he could fill up a few crates.
Thanks.
That was a bit brutal, Aaron Fraser. What was brutal, Joseph? Pray tell. What was brutal?
If anything was brutal, it was my drug joke about Kelly.
Oh no.
Oh. The Kelty family.
Da-da-da-da. 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 Da-da-da-da.
Is it not the Cowden family?
Aye, Cowden.
Yeah,
They can't play near Loch Ellie. They haven't got a telly. They're dirty and they're smelly. The Cowden family. Na-na-na-na. East Fife. Na-na-na-na. East Fife.
I know someone who's actually in that video.
Really?
Hmm.
Which one is it?
I'd rather not say.
Nah, count the best thing was, it's like the newsreader. The song portrays residents of Cowden Beath as dirty, incestuous, and scared of soap. It's just the way he says it so seriously.
The best one is when the guy says he's getting interviewed and he says, "Oh, they're nice enough people, but they're dirty."
Well, it's like I've lived in Cowden Beath all my life. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I like living here. It's a brilliant video. One of the classics.
Have you seen the one from the show They Think It's All Over?
What's that, sorry?
I said, have you seen the clip of the East Fife fans doing that on the show?
I've seen that. I have seen that.
Oh,
It's up there with the Danny Dyer football hooligans.
I'm Danny Dyer. You watch the real football factories.
And the guy that goes, Dundee's a bit of a hard man's town. When I go to Dundee, or when I go to London, all my pals, hard man.
Literally, where they've got a joint football firm, but they're the hard man's town.
I think I've mentioned this on stream before. He's actually a physics teacher now, that guy, and he was a physics teacher at my school when I was growing up.
Excellent. That is content. Alright. 85th minute, corner for the Spiders.
The Spinners.
The Park of the Queens.
The Tin of Beans.
The honking latrines.
Syphilis vaccines.
The absolute scenes.
You could actually change that to the COVID vaccines.
Oh, Val Stewart. That's a good shout.
The Pass the Mic streams.
Mate, that's a good one from Val Stewart. East Fife Hardest Away Days on YouTube. If you've not watched that, please do. It's outstanding. It's very good. If you've not watched it yet, it's a very good watch.
Decent ball out wide. Swung into the box. It's another corner for Queen's Park.
They finally decided to play like the professional team.
I think it's the tiredness for
Dundonald. Yeah. Oh, crack him on it. There we go.
There's another goal here would be nice.
Nope.
Queen's Park
Denied.
I wouldn't like to be in that Queen's Park dressing room at the end of the game here.
Oh, Ray McKinnon will be going through him like a sack of shit.
But like another clean sheet for Queen's Park looking like.
Well, that's a foul.
Queen's Park have only lost one league game in 2020.
Wow. It was a stat.
Congo got man of the match by whoever's on the panel, but he certainly not got short of the match, that's for sure. Yeah, numbers are too spaced out for sure.
Man of the match, Katongo. Really?
I think he's the only one that's done anything.
I guess so. But for those numbers,
I would have given it to one of the Dundonald defenders.
I'd have given it to the boy that made that stupendous tackle.
Aye, just for that.
Just for the tackle alone.
Well,
ban.
Bye.
Surely not. Surely not.
Imagine.
Surely not.
See if it's Barry Sabanda that scores it.
Ban.
Ban.
It must be as well because they're all fucking putting it in.
But please tell me they're not like having us on.
Yeah.
Come on! I'm the Bluebell.
No way.
Please tell me this actually happens. Go on.
Is it?
Oh, it's that goal!
I was gonna say.
Oh, it's a number 5 as well.
It's Wedderburn.
He's been the pantomime villain. Like he was in the preview. He gets booked earlier on, and he's gone and scored the winning goal. The
equalising goal. Outstanding.
Sorry. Well,
That's
I feel like the winning goal for Dundonald. My God. Curse on the commentator when I mentioned Queen's Park clean sheet.
Yeah, I was going to say, Gogs, I hope he jinxed it. Yeah, honestly, I really hope Dundonald go on to win this on pens. I want the underdog story.
My days.
Oh, Super Ray McKinnon, how do you like that?
Ramage, did you see that before all of us?
Yeah, I did. I was tempted to break it to you, but
Nah, good man.
What?
Because I knew people would comment in the.
Ooh, that was close.
So for those who have been
Dynamite Day, the game is on the BBC Scotland channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oofed.
Did he shot for the corner?
Queen's Park are really.
And for those that banned, well, that's the rules. If you comment the score of a game that we are watching live, we're gonna ban you for 5 minutes.
I agree, Joseph. Queen's Park should be embarrassed.
Yeah, I thought they should have been embarrassed at the fact it was only 1-0.
Let's be honest, at the free kick, I just knew somebody was just going to be there and it was going to be...
The fairy tale's ending.
I'm not surprised.
Of everyone else, you knew it was happening.
Apart from that, you've not listed Weatherburn as a scorer on your graphic yet, Gogs.
I have not, no. Weatherburn.
Well, you even said, like, just before the goal, Roscoe, that you would hate to be in the Queen's Park dressing room.
Oh, God, imagine now. You're standing outside in a freezing cold AstroTurf getting a bollocking from Ray McKinnon.
In the middle of Kelly.
Even if they win the penalties now, they're going to get they're going to get told a new one.
But personally, I really hope Dundonald can pull through.
Yeah, full time, 1-0.
To be honest, I think McKinnon will probably just say, like,
I'm going to quickly go for a Colin Nish.
It's been a while since I've heard someone refer to a pish being a Colin Nish.
Yeah, aye. I think Ray McKinnon will be just trying to keep his cool just now, but he'll be absolutely fuming. Like, he just wouldn't want to lose confidence in his players before a penalty shootout. So I think he'll be trying to hold his nerve, and then he'll just go absolutely mental in the after the penalties.
It's a log cabin, eh?
Aye.
We'll stick with that.
A log cabin. Is it just penalties, did you say?
Yeah, it is. Because a few games went to penalties.
No extra time?
Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know.
Let's have a look.
Oh, it's extra time, yeah. I honestly thought it was penalties, but it's extra time.
I'm going to go to the toilet as well.
Ramage, hold the stream.
Right. Ramage is the host now.
So I've not really been alone on stream before. But here you are. So get the questions in because I'm all alone here. So right, Aaron.
I've just been told it's extra time, not pens.
Yeah, it is extra time, yeah.
I was under the impression that it was going straight to pens.
No, well, I thought that as well, but it's...
Oh, the snow is falling.
Merry Christmas, Celtic Hearts.
So what we're going to do while the extra half is underway, we're going to read out the draw that was made earlier on in the Scottish Cup. And hold on, let me just find it again. Scottish Cup. So the Scottish Cup second round draw is as follows: Airdrieonians versus Edinburgh City, Alloa Athletic against Cove Rangers, Arbroath versus Falkirk, Buckie Thistle versus Inverness Caledonian Thistle, Camelin Juniors or Brora Rangers against Heart of Midlothian, Dumbarton versus Huntly or Cumbernauld Colts, Dundee versus Bonnyrigg Rose Athletic or Bo'ness United, Dundonald Bluebell or Queen's Park versus Queen of the South, East Fife versus Trent Juniors, Elgin City versus Ayr United, Forfar Athletic against Linlithgow Rose, Formerton United versus Annan Athletic, Fraser versus Banks O'Dea, Greenock Morton versus Dunfermline Athletic, Keith versus Clyde, Kelty Hearts versus Stranraer, Nairn County versus Montrose, Partick Thistle versus Cowdenbeath, Peterhead versus Stennismuir, Stirling Albion versus Wraith Rovers. There we go. And that concludes the 20 fixtures for round 2.
This is unbelievable. This is extra time.
I know. I can't believe it's gone to extra time.
That's a good thing Ray McKinnon couldn't get them inside there because they would have got an absolute rocket.
Oh, 100%.
You're not wrong there, by the way.
The revolution. The thing is,
Well,
what can you can only do so much against a parked bus.
I don't think that Queen's Park have been particularly bad, though. I mean,
Nah.
oof.
Mm-hmm. There we go. So yeah, we've got 48 people on the stream right now. We've been on for nearly 3 hours. So feel free to leave a couple of comments. I'm going to have a wee bit of Christmas chocolate going, you know.
what, have you got, Dogsy?
What?
What have you got?
I've got some Dime Orange limited edition.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And Adrian, yes, it's going to penalties if it results in a draw. Oh, that was a dangerous tackle there. Oh. I can see why Kitongo was given man of the match, though. He's the only outball Queen's Park have at the moment.
Talented player, eh?
And he's very talented. I'm surprised he's down in League 2.
Money talks, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
No, Greg, it's the log cabin.
I would really get asked what is better, Apple or Android. Cutting edge reporting.
Roscoe, shed rules.
The D is in the shed.
That's sacrilege to those that follow the tangerines. D in the shed. D in the shed. Hello, hello.
Golden Temple says, hope someone other than Celtic wins this cup. That's it. Hopefully bigger clubs than Celtic, like Hearts or Berwick Rangers.
The Lowland League club Berwick Rangers. How the mighty have fallen, by the way.
They got put out by Stirling yesterday. Or on Saturday, sorry.
2 subs for the Queens coming on just now. Or shortly, anyway.
Oh.
Currently.
Ross ducked out.
Oh. Bye-bye, Roscoe.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, just you'll see in a minute. In about 2 minutes' time.
And he's back.
Sorry about that. Don't know what happened.
Whoa!
What happened?
What chance?
The shed internet cut out for a bit.
Shed
The
Wi-Fi.
intershed. Roscoe, have you got the hamster running a little bit faster just now, mate? You're kind of frozen.
I'll shove a pole into the back.
Keeper doing backflips.
What?
I don't know.
Keep on doing backflips, is he? I'm yet to see it.
I've yet to see it.
Yeah, I've just seen it there. Oh.
Hold on, I'll be back in a second.
Have a good time.
Whoa! What?
Oh man!
This gets straight up as well.
That's quality, That's brilliant.
I must say, about these dime bars, they are very, very addictive.
Mate, I've munched a good fourth of this jar in the last 45 minutes. In fact, I'm gonna put it away before I eat any more of it. Wait, shit! It almost fell off my bed. Oh, like heart and mouth there because I thought I launched it off my bed. I'm not too sure, Anthony. I'm looking out the window, but there's not much light outside, so I can't really tell if it's snow or not. I'll investigate for you just now. I'll get back to you on that.
I'll have a look at Snapchat because usually people take a picture of the snow on Snapchat.
Can confirm the snow has not reached Edinburgh yet. It probably will in about an hour or so. It'll blow over from Fife. Where's Ramage off to?
He's going to bat his neighbour.
The usual, usual from the usual.
I'm gonna have a look at the outside here. See if it's snowing. Nope.
I am Adrian. If the game still finishes level after extra time, then it'll go to a penalty shootout. Yes, but we've still got the rest of this first half extra time to go.
That's what usually happens anyway.
Second. I'm just explaining it to the boy because he seems a little confused as to how the game will finish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
by the way, I would not want to be a Queen's Park player there. Look at the state of it now. Imagine how cold and demoralised you'd be. The sky is white, and so's the residents of Keltish credit cards. We don't speak about them, do we? Oh, goal!
I missed that.
I didn't want to spoil it.
It's a goal for the Spiders.
It's
I
side.
missed that. I just came back from doing a call and mission, then
Right. Simon Murray pokes the Spiders back in front in the first half of extra time.
Go on, Si.
Cracking ball in, by the way. Excellent ball. Good finish for the number 23. Dundonald Bluebell 1, Queen's Park 2. Simon Murray with a close range finish.
In the 100th minute.
I know nobody spoiled the score there, which was nice.
I know.
Roscoe, last I checked, I did not have a bairn that I know of. So, do you know something I don't?
I'd say so. Dynamite Heady. I reckon Murray is too good for League Two, but money talks, and that's why he's at Queen's Park. He was giving it that, it's an ambitious club, a great project I want to be a part of. In reality, he's getting a big wad of a paycheck.
The other thing as well is it puts him in the shop window for a bigger.
Number 11 could finish the game here. Saved by the Dundonald keeper.
I thought he was offside there, but
So did he.
he was effing and butting about whether to go for that, but he never. But he still beat the centre half to.
Surely just play to the whistle.
Yeah. Thanks for everyone not scoring the score, spoiling the score prediction. Can't even speak tonight. I'm just.
When you've been on stream for almost 3 hours, you kind of lose your marbles a little bit. I've got the Scottish Cup final to thank for that one.
Oh my god, boys! I can't not spoil. Watch this.
Yeah, I've seen it.
What is it?
Oh my god!
Ah!
Oh my god! Who's missed that?
What a goal!
Did you hear him on? Did you hear his voice in the stream? By the way, you're a fucking laugh, man.
Don't know how he missed that.
I can't believe he's
I
missed
thought
it.
it was a boy on the line, but it's hit the bar.
Let's see this again. He's round the keeper. You hit it first time. Don't dribble it in. Oh, you clown, Simon Murray. You clown.
That's amazing.
Like, I'll be honest. See what here like that. You could have bet your money it was Gogsy missing that chance, not Simon Murray. Jeez, oh.
Excuse me.
Stevie Wonder would have scored that.
I think you'll find I'm actually a decent striker.
I thought you were going to say Strawberry Blonde.
I'll chuck these at you.
They'll probably reach me next week by the time you get the Cooper.
You're confident in my throwing ability.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Oh man.
Some amount of snow on the park now.
Look at that. I was about to mention that. Look at the park now. White as a JK's wallet.
Do you not remember that time we played Arctic Whistle at Firhill, Ross, and we won 4-2?
Yeah, Harkins played an absolute blinder.
I couldn't see the pitch that day. It was just
Go down.
There was also one, maybe a wee bit before your time, Jamie, but Dundee were playing Hibs on the BBC. And the game got called off about 20 minutes into it because of the snow. And Dundee were 1-0 up as well.
Similar to Hearts at Ibrox in the Championship season.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
That game should have never went ahead.
Bro,
I was sitting in my front room watching it thinking, this game will not go ahead. Oztuck rattled the crossbar from about 40 yards out on a free kick, as he tended to do a lot that season with the 40-yarders. But
I just remember that game at Firhill, right? We came out, my dad got a Partick fan threw a snowball at my dad.
Ross, do you remember when Dunfermline played Clyde in a Scottish Cup match and it was snowing that bad that it should have been called off?
No.
What year was that? 2009?
2004 or 2005?
The Dundee Hibs one was about that time as well.
I could make a very bad Dundee Hibernian joke here, but I refuse to.
I am not bringing that comment up.
You can neither confirm nor deny. Well, you can deny
Have you
it.
never actually been to a game that's been abandoned though due to snow?
Nah. Only game I've been to was abandoned because of floodlight failure, but I've never been to a snowed off game. Actually, no, I have. I tell a lie. Just before lockdown, I was watching Hearts Reserves versus Hamilton Accies Reserves up at the Orium, and the game got snowed off. Actually, I completely slipped my mind. It was just before the lockdown period began, and honestly, I'll send a photo into the Past the Mic group chat just now. and you'll see the absolute state of like what the pitch ended up looking like. Like it's an absolute stutter. It's just back in like February, March time.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Just the way
And the photo was taken, by the way. The game was still going ahead.
Wow. Was that at Ainsley Park?
And that's up at the Orium, the Riccarton University campus. It's where
Right.
Hearts train. But yes, that was
Mm-hmm. Second half of extra time.
won the Bluebell.
Yes, Roscoe, I remember that game. Dundee 0, Celtic 0 in 2016. If I remember correctly, Celtic hit the post just before half time, and then in the second half, Rory Loy hit the post for Dundee.
I know it's a pretty unrelated point, but how good is it, even though it's pretty bad, we're all stuck at home watching games on stream, but how good is it to still have our football clubs to get us through like the current climate?
Yeah.
I don't know where it'd be if we didn't have football.
I know, mate. Like I'm at my wit's end already. I'd be even more so. You know.
I'll tell you what. One game I went to that got abandoned. The Friday night game, Motherwell playing Hibs. We're 1-0 down at half time. Floodlight failure. And I was in the paper the next day picking up.
I remember
that. Ramage will remember that because I came to his house the next day to show me in the paper. Like,
the story gets even better though about the rescheduled game.
Because the rescheduled match, we beat them 4-3. We're 1-0 down at half time. Michael Higdon scores a second half hat trick, one being an overhead kick.
I've seen that goal on the SPL Twitter. SPFL, sorry. I'm losing my touch.
So the 22nd of February is Michael Higdon Day, just for that.
Gogs, I've seen that game referenced numerous times by many Motherwell accounts on Twitter that I follow.
I just remember you coming into school the next morning after beating Hibs 4-3 that day. You were absolutely buzzing.
I was easily pleased.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure that was your favourite game of that season as well.
Probably was.
But
that was when we were actually decent.
Who else did you have in that team? Jamie Murphy,
Henrik Oyama.
Jamie Murphy. That's not the current Jamie Murphy.
The one who's at yep.
Chris Humphrey.
Him. Oh, I've got a funny story about Chris Humphrey. Right. The day after Hearts lost the Scottish Cup final at Celtic in 2019, right? Me and my pal Ross, Gogs, you might have seen him at the charity game. One of my pals who came to watch.
Yeah.
We went to Meggetland to watch. 1 second. Oh, he's absolutely made a mess of that. We watched a cup final between East Kilbride and the other team escapes me. I think it was. I can't remember who, but East Kilbride playing like a lone cup final, something like that, right? And Chris Humphrey was playing for East Kilbride at the time. After the game, we go into the supermarket opposite the ground because there's a McDonald's built into it. So we went there for a bit of scan. Who is there standing in the queue in his full East Kilbride tracksuit right after winning the cup final? Chris Humphreys. I know a photo reference, but I've actually got the photo of him standing there.
He was honestly one of my favourite players at Motherwell.
Really?
Like, I've never seen a winger so fast. Like, all you needed to do is put the ball over the top of the defence, and it doesn't matter if he's at the halfway line or at his own goal byline. He'll still beat the defender.
3-1 Queens.
3-1.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it again, but yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
game over.
Gogs, it's in the chat now.
There we go.
Is it Humphreys or Humphrey?
Humphrey.
Alright, cool.
Who scored it? Is it Si? Oh, that's an awful goal. It's an awful goal.
Louis Longridge.
That's where Louis Longridge is now.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It's a good header for the boy, to be fair. He's got up.
Can't see it going to penalties now for sure.
Yeah. Queens have won this one.
I was just away, Adam. I was just away to speak about that. Actually, he was at Gretna for a wee while as their manager. I like to believe it was a very unsuccessful spell, but yeah, no, I did know that.
It was against Bonnyrigg Rose, that cup final. That's what it was. It was East Kilbride v Bonnyrigg Rose. And Chris Humphries, right after winning the cup, goes for a McDonald's because he's a top athlete.
I remember that, Adam, when you went down to Gretna for the friendly. Motherwell won 7-0.
Correct.
No.
Christy Manzinga scored an overhead kick.
I remember watching that game. The highlights, that was a ridiculous goal.
Yeah.
I wasn't at it. I was on holiday in Sunny Beach.
How was your overnight stay in Gretna, Adam, anyway? That's a good question to ask somebody. What's it like staying in Gretna overnight?
Gretna's quite a nice.
What's it like staying in Gretna overnight? You survived, that's good enough. You came out with your life.
I don't mind Gretna.
Gretna does look good.
And out of the 4 teams that Motherwell have played against the Gretna side, that's the first time we played at Radial Park.
Was the Gretna not use Motherwell's ground for a season? Yeah, I remember that.
Kenny Duca. Gogsy, remember we played against Kenny Duca?
And I scored into him.
You did indeed. And was that the same game that the boys swung for me?
I don't think. No, it wasn't.
Because we played 2 games in quick succession. One game we played against Kenny Duca, and one game it was for the YouTube team, right? We scored a goal, so I ran into the net to pick up the ball and take it back to the halfway line.
Yeah, it was that game. It was that game.
Yeah, we're playing against Kenny Duca, right? So I think was it CJ that scored it or something like that.
Yeah, and you ran to pick the ball up.
In the net, and this fully grown man just swung for me. I'd only just turned 16 at the time, and he just swung for me.
Wow.
For going into the net to pick up the ball.
You were like 16 at the time.
I turned 16 the week before.
Wasn't that your debut? Because
it was my debut, actually, yes. So on my debut, I was playing against Kenny Duca, and I got swung for by a fully grown man.
I remember that game, Kenny Duca. It was Livy. It was when he played for Livy. Livy against Dundee in 2011, 2012. Remember
was that
Kenny Duca? Yeah, it was 4-2 Livy. Because I was meant to come to Cooper Hearts with you, but obviously to go and see Dundee, I took that opportunity. But Kenny Duca just tore Dundee apart that day. I was like, I've hated them ever since. No offense to him, but. I don't know if you remember that game, Roscoe, but we were like 3-0 down at half time at Livy away.
No, I don't remember that.
Gary Evans scored for Dundee to make it 3-1, and then we pulled it back to 3-2, but then they scored in the 90th minute.
Was it early in the season?
Yeah, 3rd game of the season.
It was. Did Gary Irvin not play centre mid that day?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure he played like centre mid or something stupid that day.
Golden Temple, am I excited for the Hamilton game on Saturday? I'm not thinking about anything that's happening next year.
I like it. I respect that, Gogs.
Because we've got a shit show of a Motherwell versus Kilmarnock game on Wednesday to go through.
To be fair, Roscoe, 2nd of January, I'm coming for your lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching that game. I don't think it'll be
Dundee Hearts on the 2nd of January. See, if that game had been like with fans, it would have been absolutely poisonous. Oh my god. It would have been vicious.
So would the first game of the season. I would have loved to have gone to Tynecastle on a Friday night, even though we got a doing, just the whole experience would have been great.
Because of the whole circumstances, like the first game in the league is against a team that voted us down. Like you couldn't write it. Like, see, I'm pretty sure I would never have been to a louder Tynecastle in a long time than if fans had been there for a 6-2 doing.
Do you know, it would have been one of those games, right? Because Dundee fans, like on a big game, Dundee fans are like really, really good, and that. But it just would be one of these games that you're just looking forward to, and it just as soon as the ball gets kicked, it just goes downhill.
Save.
Oh, big save.
Yeah, I think that first game of the season, Friday night, would have been a full house. I think.
Oh, it would have been.
Yeah.
It actually makes me really sad thinking about that.
Pass the mic debut.
It was.
That was my pass the mic debut. It was me, Gogsy, and Loudmouth.
It was.
Loudmouth. What's happening?
Hello, Treacle.
What's happening? I miss Loudmouth, so I do.
Yeah.
How do you actually see the game going on Saturday at Aaron?
For Dundee v Hearts?
Aye.
I mean, going with the last one, it should be pretty comfortable, but you never know, it's away from home. Dens has been a tricky venue for us, as history unfortunately shows, so...
You know, the best game I've seen against Hearts was it was about 4 years ago, just before.
Please don't tell me it's the game where we lost 3-2. I still get nightmares. I still get nightmares about that one.
Oh mate,
that was my first ever trip to Dens.
That's in my top 5 of best games I've ever been to. That was quality.
All you need to do now is just say Albert Kidd, and Aaron's gonna just have.
Yeah,
none of us were alive when Albert Kidd scored against Hearts, so we.
It was 2-0 Hearts.
Aye, because Walker got a penalty about 3 minutes in.
Aye, and then if I remember rightly, Hearts fans were singing, "We've got
Ian Cathro, we've got
second half," and then when we went 3-2 up, right, you've got.
Ian Cathro, you've got.
It was about 12 minutes stoppage time because Callum Patterson was on the deck for about.
It wasn't him. It was Don Cowie. He got absolutely broken. Should have got a penalty, but for some reason it wasn't a given. But like I was vlogging that day in my youth. I never uploaded that game because I was too pissed off at the result. But my video footage shows that Cowie gets absolutely broken, and I don't know how a penalty never got given.
Dundee, that's one team Dundee have a fairly decent record of against is Hearts.
Aye, but I still remember it was a Patterson own goal in 90th minute. I remember because I was sitting on the left hand side. The Derry absolutely exploded.
Yeah.
I normally sit in the Derry, but for some reason that night I was in the Bobby Cox, and it was the third goal. Obviously,
the Bobby Cox, the one behind the goal. So was it the triangle one?
So it was perfect choice of seating that night.
You would have got a good view of that goal.
It was an own goal. It was an own goal. It wasn't Haber.
It was Callum Patterson own goal.
Oh, Haber was. No, Haber was right. He wasn't the fastest player, but he was a really good target man. You know, you can always rely on him. I thought. I didn't think he was a bad player, but he's a sort of poacher, but he was really good at finishing. So.
Good question from Roscoe. When we're back to normality, will you still be doing Past the Mic streams?
To be honest, I prefer steaks.
No, I noticed that, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, but will you be?
There is a plan set in place. Don't know what we're going to do yet, completely, but we're going to have talks and see how it goes.
I mean, to be honest, these are a supplement until vlogs can come back. Really,
exactly.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing these streams, but
it's not the same as being at a game.
Going to games is what we all live for, really.
Mm.
And I'm sure all the Past the Mic boys will get to meet up at some point and it'll be quality. But we all much prefer going to see our teams.
Yeah.
I mean, I must be honest. See streams. The good thing about these is it brings the social aspect back into the football. The chat get encouraged to get involved, and even we get a good blether for a couple of hours as well. That's what I miss. That is what I miss about football a lot.
What's the chat, Pat?
Let's do the fat, Pat. You're a twat, Pat. That's a new one I made up.
Yeah.
Well, Stuart.
What a
Man.
year it's been, hasn't it, Pat?
Pat.
It certainly has, Stuart.
Oh, Ray McKinnon doesn't look happy.
I'm going to turn into a dime bar. Well, that's the plan. I've got
Yeah,
a whole
what?
bag.
Right, I've had a massive eureka moment. Because there's a lyric in a Jerry Cinnamon song. I couldn't figure out what it meant for ages. But I now know what it is. Because he was talking about selling dime bars at school. And I didn't know what a dime bar was, but now I do.
I'm going to take you to a dime bar.
I've got something to put in you.
Hey, girls, you look a lot like Loudmouth with that face on there. Do you see the ref? Do you see what I mean, boys? Do it again, Gogs.
Yeah, I saw what you mean.
Real time, 3-1 Queen's Park. But back to the football for a minute.
Fucking hell.
Roscoe says Aaron is talking about selling 9 bar.
Right. I must sell that as dime bar, not 9 bar. Right, I see. Oh,
Oh, you're
I-
so innocent.
I echo Adam Oliver here. Fair play to Dundonald, I think.
they put up a great fight tonight.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. But what are our thoughts, Trips, to wrap up this stream? How did we think the game went?
Eventually, it was an enjoyable game of football. First half left a bit to be desired, but the goals certainly flowed. If once Queen's Park found their feet, but that 90th minute equaliser for me was the best moment of the game. Just seeing the joy in the faces of all the Dundonald players, you could see what it meant to them to claw it back so late on, and they can feel hard done by because in normal circumstances that goal goes in, it's a replay at Hampden, and that they've been robbed of that. So I do feel sorry for them, but they put up an excellent fight, and they can leave with their heads held high and hopefully take that forward in their league campaign. They're kind of languishing around mid-table in their respective divisions, so hopefully that can kickstart their season because they deserve to have a good season after the fight they showed tonight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a perfect summary. Anyone else got anything to add?
No, I think Aaron's just covered it all there.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer a couple more questions. The draw's already been made. You can find it on the Scottish Cup Twitter. Although I've got it right here for you, so we'll quickly go through it one last time. And the draw for the second round is as follows: Airdrie Unions versus Edinburgh City, Alloa versus Cove, Arbroath Falkirk, Buckie Thistle against Inverness, Camelot Juniors or Brora Rangers against Hearts, Dumbarton versus Huntly or Cumbernauld Colts, Dundee against Bonnyrigg Rose Athletic or Bo'ness United, Dundonald Bluebell or Queen's Park versus Queen of the South. Or Queen's Park versus Queen of the South now.
Queen's Park will win that.
I reckon so. East Fife against Trinity Juniors, Elgin City versus Ayr, Forfar versus Linlithgow Rose, Formerton United versus Annan Athletic. That's a trick for Annan. Fraserborough United, not Fraserborough United. Fraserborough. Read what you see. Against Banks O'D, Greenock Morton versus Dunfermline, Keith versus Clyde, Kelty Hearts versus Stranraer, Nairn County versus Montrose, Partick Thistle versus Cowdenbeath, Peterhead versus Stenhousemuir, and Stirling Albion against Wraith Rovers. There we go. Louis Longridge the GOAT. No streams tomorrow. No, we're having another night off. But thank you for enjoying tonight's banter, Ken. Enjoyed your company. Aaron Razor? Okay.
Razor.
Okay.
My hair's gone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Seeing my local team victorious today, Chippy T as a result. Sweet good one, Aidan. Why didn't you call Aaron Razor Aaron Fraser? There you go. Anyway, that's enough of that embarrassment. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming on tonight. Once again, we've had Aaron on.
Thank you very much, mate.
We've had Ramage the Damage.
Cheers, guys.
And Roscoe.
Cheers. Thanks for having
Cheers,
us.
girls.
Thank you very much, everyone. And I've been your host, Skulks99. We'll see you on Wednesday. for some more banter.
Drive safe.
Yeah. Drive safe. That's how we're ending it.